how things will work out today, because I feel like you've had like 2 weeks now to think about it.
Oh, we've been doing this for... This is our 4th session?
And this isn't even the political scandal. This is just the thing that happened after the political scandal with Halthia, who is conveniently dead?
Oof.
I mean, if a stag bear did it, like... I mean, uh-oh.
Oh, I see it. I for some reason have 12 windows open of catfish. I do see it.
Yeah.
You see, either Discord doesn't like catfishes or it's something else weird.
But yeah, give me a short recap of what happened last time, guys. I mean...
I did it last week, so someone else.
Trying to remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
you were
last
going to break into the apartment, then you chickened out.
Yep, they chickened out. Mally was with Deirdra to basically be like her right hand crew, along with our witch warper, the cynic, or would it be the skeptic? Yeah, the skeptic.
Yeah.
And we were interviewing the administrators. They seem to be very unwell. They need to have some form of R&R. They seem very stressed out of their minds, like they could attack people at any moment. Some of them were like very aggressive.
Okay, okay.
Well, the main aggressive one was the Vesk.
No.
Yep. It's very terrible. Mally felt threatened. The other two were kind, though. The android seemed to be quite the doomsayer. They had visions of basically ruination that they were very excited to share. But after that, we were speaking back with Deirdra about our findings, or about what we could see from them. But then everything changed when the what are they called? The
stag bears?
Yeah, stag bears attacked.
Ah, yes.
The stag bears were very like manged and looked like in a state of death, which may be from the signal from the reports that sent out a wave of necrotic energy when it's seen. Sadly, we lost the engineer and what was the role of the other person we lost? They were
demoted. No, she was the former head of biology, I think.
Yeah, our biologists, we lost them. But what a way to go! Taken out by a creature of biology. She will be missed. And so will our engineer.
She was a botanist. She was
flower.
Beach is your biologist. You didn't even know what this woman did.
The specialization of biology goes in two directions. It's a coin flip, right?
In Mally's defense,
beach flowers.
In Mally's defense, she wasn't there long enough to remember everyone.
Oh, okay.
I just imagine like Mally has just seen them and they worked together for like years. It's like, oh damn.
Yeah. I've seen thousands die with my elfin blood.
The universe works in mysterious ways.
It does.
You could quite say it's mystical. But after the bugbears was settled, Deirdra decided that she was very short-sighted in her way of approach and decided to calm down for now. She has contacted the Aspis Corporation, which they seem to be was it planetside on another colony. They helped defend against the Stag Bears attack, but they vanished soon after.
They vanished after you killed them, yes?
No, the Aspis guys.
Oh, the Aspis guys?
Yeah, they helped defend against another colony, or helped defend the colony against the Stag Bears.
It was
the
pirates.
free captains.
Yeah. But yes.
Some pirates. Yeah, helped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they quote unquote helped, you know. Afterwards, there was like minimum injuries, but 2 deaths occurred on our side. None on the other side that we know of so far. But afterwards, we checked on everyone. We got Deirdra examined because they were acting like quite I don't know, quite in a state of shock because they were drinking a lot.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna ask you point blank. Point blank. There we go. I can talk. Point blank. There, Molly. It's a tie. Which side you in favor of, in your professional medical opinion?
What Mally would probably rule like she be taking like some classes and try to like rehabilitate her back into like a crew, probably in like a minor role.
Okay.
If possible.
Let's go to Lars. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I agree with sending her to the mines. That
What?
sounds like a great role. He said that she needs a minor role. I am in favor of sending her to the mines.
You do have the mines. There is the mines. You have a research node.
Now, let's not forget that she might still be pretty handy with a gun, so security grunt might also be a possibility.
Yes, she is surprisingly efficient with a gun.
Champion of the fight arena, you say?
But only when instructed. Like,
We
Deirdra
don't have
didn't
an
think
arena.
of using a gun before being told so.
All right. Now, Lars, in your professional opinion, and with all the facts now in front of you, and what you have seen with the horrible chant that downloaded itself onto your computer and whatnot, or excuse me, your communicator that you replaced, what is your professional opinion about this election and the tie? Who are you finding in favor of?
Well, based on the facts,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of Deirdre's claims did not work out. And I'm starting to understand that the current administration has been dealing with some pretty major stuff, and that many of their claims are supported. So, based on that, I mean, I'm going to go with the current administration.
All right. So, no sooner than you clear that up, and Deirdre loses, she kind of stays home after the loss. Which gives you plenty of time to say hello to Gill Crew with that little present that he got you guys. And I believe you'll find it under vehicles, drones, and more, if you want to take a look.
Ooh.
The Taurus 0X9 exploratory ATV.
I like it.
Renowned for its role within the Silent War. For over 150 years, this vehicle was used against the Vesk, and they have never once succeeded in assaults where they participated. And now it's kind of just your car.
It'll be the bestest of cars.
And no
How many
sooner...
medium? Oh, good.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, how many medium-sized people can it hold? And can it hold large?
It can hold large, because remember, this is a Triaxian vehicle. This was made on Triaxis for the Skyfire Legion.
All right, awesome.
So, no sooner does Gilcrew hand this over and whatnot, but you were introduced to Dr. Arothian Shax, the head researcher of Xenodalia Research and Pharmaceuticals, and he was uprooted from the capital of Triaxis and put here by the patron herself onto your colony. He is, he looks like he's doing his best to pretend to smile, but he doesn't seem to be very happy. The head researcher of the entire megacorp asked to come to this colony and work here on, it was called the Heterotropy? The Draconic Heterotropy? Which you deemed was nothing more than alcoholism, rather than muscle failure or something?
I think that was Slate's assessment, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he is your head scientist, and the first thing he complains about is all the Rosonians that are coming over from Triaxis, including all the Dragonkin that are coming over from Triaxis. None of them are skilled scientists. They're all people looking to get away from urbanized areas, looking to start a new life. He doesn't have many scientists, if any, to work with.
Yeah,
Apologize, our accommodations are not quite ready yet. But if you see any prospects that seem malleable to training, feel free to pick them out, and we'll start nurturing the next generation of scientists here.
And he just looks at you dumbfounded. Next generation? How long do you expect me to wait?
I don't expect, like my colleague, that it will take an entire generation. But I think the first year of a colony is probably more suitable and attractive to the frontier-minded people. But I'm sure we have some great facilities planned in our first-year plan, so we're pretty sure we'll attract some capable folk. In the meantime, we can absolutely connect you with our current experts.
I'm educated in the physical sciences as well as occultism, if I can help.
He just looks at you with his gruffness. Occultism? I am a biohacker. I work with medicine. We are a pharmaceutical company.
I have medical training as well, but I understand.
He looks very displeased as he begins shifting through everything.
What is this I can help you if you want.
Why is it redacted?
Don't please don't search for full versions of it. It's security reasons, and why so many people with some occult knowledge are probably around still.
He sighs. Is this a magic colony?
Magitech.
I mean, the previous ones were probably, to a degree.
I thought this was an untouched world.
It was very touched.
They were very happy about recycling.
It would probably the fourth or fifth colony to land. Unsure how long the other ones lasted, but all were destroyed in horrendous destruction.
I'm no Xeno archaeologist, but if you can bring me the remains of such people, I can tell you how they died at least. Where did all their structures go?
Well, they're not all gone. We found one of them. That hologram that you just produced is what we are calling the Spire. Strange distortional energy resides around it. If you stand on top of it, it has some odd effects. It's also producing tokens.
Yeah, and furthermore, if a full hologram of it were to be displayed, it would hack this workstation and anything connected, and potentially call something here that will cause trouble.
Which is?
It varies. We had cults, stag bears, people just being instantly necrotized and dying and becoming undead.
Yeah, it seems to emit how would I say this? A necrotic pulse, which invades living
radiation.
creatures, causes them to go buck wild. Previously, we ran into stag bears that were quite vicious in attacking the colonies.
Oh, do we still have Balco on ice? Or did we have him buried yet?
Balco was sent back to his family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if he was still around, that might have been interesting to look at for you, Dr. Shax, but
well,
yeah.
I can look at these stag bears if you want.
Yes. I do not believe we have disposed of all the bodies of the stag bears.
The concept of instant necrostitation is a bit fascinating. At least, it won't be boring for me to be here. Thank you for your time, administrators. I'll try not to get in your way, unlike some people did. Oh, by the way, he says, turning to you all before he goes through the door. Thank you for dealing with Deirdra. She was not exactly a friend. It's good to see her get what was coming to her. And with that, he will leave.
Oh god, this might be even more drama in the future if they don't like each other.
Gilcrew slaps his hands together and says, well, I delivered on my end. More good news. It seems I will be staying with you as well, as your ambassador.
Oh, wonderful. Might I ask, why there's suddenly such a drive to station, high-value personnel here in this colony?
Zendalia was quite taken with recent events. That's all I can say. But between you and me, I think it was the flowers that you sent. She's looking forward to having more research done on them. She has high hopes for this colony.
Yeah, but still the head of research?
It was her decision, it's her company, it's her megacorp. I advised against it. But so long as Dr. Shax is here, you have one of the greatest minds in the whole of the Pact Worlds. Even more valuable now that you are in the Vast.
Yeah, we are absolutely thankful about him being here, but it's still pretty surprising. We are honestly still a pretty big backwater station here.
To say Zenodalia has high hopes perhaps was an understatement. She's begun to latch on to this idea that this is what will bring fruition to her dream and her goal.
Excuse me if I'm being a little bit blunt right now. Do we need to plan for potential accommodations for a dragon here?
Within a year's time, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh god.
Just pretend I'm not here.
Yeah. I think we need to plan over some things. Again.
Like what?
Like, can we still... I mean, the whole restaurant quarter thing, it's honestly limited at large creatures. Like an entire dragon, I didn't have that in mind.
Well, I mean, surely you have time to make modifications.
For a dragon!
Well,
That's
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly wasn't expecting to be planning a new Triaxis here. But it's manageable. We can work over the plans once more. It's fine.
Of course, you're going to have Triaxian cuisine in these restaurants, right? He says, looking over your plans.
Absolutely, but not Triaxian-sized anything?
Well, that simply won't do. Look at the size of Dr. Shax.
I mean, Dr. Shax, that size was expected. But if the CEO comes here herself and maybe brings along a few pals of her size, she will feel like in a cardboard box. That's...
Well, then, all future designs should include plans for accommodating dragons.
Yes. That's like a new colony being like founded. Being able to support different people of different sizes and shapes is very much an important thing. It boosts trade.
I think if we work in Skylights, we might be able to retain some of the plans. Yeah, and Harrier will just mull our plans mostly in a printed out type of way, because you wouldn't expect her to be able to use computer assisted design software.
Starfinder Clippy attempts to help you.
Harry will absolutely not. Oh my God. Technology is not her strong suit.
So, now that you guys have secured your victory over Deirdra, what's on the agenda for today?
Well, we were just given a vehicle that we can use to quickly traverse this planet. Might be time to go see what that meteor was all about.
Oh, that sounds like an interesting idea. Before we go, might want to check on Deirdra, see how she's going. Well, I might. I don't know if it should be wise for you guys to do it.
Why do you say that? If she's a sore loser, that's her problem, not ours.
Well, I mean, you kind of seem a little too aggressive. You might scare her.
I do not think that is the case. I think if he went, he would probably be one of the only things to make her happy.
Aggressive. You think this is aggressive?
While I agree with you, Mali, that under usual circumstances, Kuzan might not be the best ambassador, to some degree there is a unusual relationship that might benefit us.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, no, I understand.
I mean, you two have a spark, Kuzan and Dietrich. Like, not a romantic one, but a, friendship one.
Okay, those are two very strong words.
No, not a friendship established and there, but,
Someone you
I mean,
can drink with.
it might not be bidirectional, it might be unidirectional,
Oh yes, Deirdra did seem to be quite the drinker, I will say. I visited her at the bar. I did not know one can drink so much. Maybe you guys can be drinking buddies,
I have one of those already. Kind of waves over to Slate's seat with the groove in it.
Oh, you guys can have a competition, see who's the biggest drinker.
Oh, the Slate will win.
Oh, absolutely. That's not even a question.
But have you seen how much she could drink, though? I beg to differ. We should try out this hypothesis.
Please don't make me order another shipment of alcohol. It wouldn't be productive to get another month's worth of shipment for 1 week.
That's fair. Maybe you guys should try to develop a brewery.
Not in the first year.
We have so many plans, and not enough time to do it. We need police stations, schools, libraries, observatories, space stations, space elevators, roads, sanitation offices, housing, apartments. I could continue on, but I think you get the idea.
Harriet just glares daggers at Axiom.
Would you like me to continue? I will. There's a lot
Absolutely
more.
not, thank you. I have the to-do list here.
I don't want to speak out of turn, but there is a potentially dangerous structure that people are camping around. Could we move the priority to have that area quarantined, moved up?
Oh, I actually, that did bring something up. How are they okay interacting with this statue, but anyone else does? It seems that they necroticize.
Well, interaction with the statue won't necroticize people. That was because of an event called the Scream. Interacting with the statue is just it's just a statue.
Oh, okay.
The statue is giving gifts, so or tokens. We don't know that they're gifts. I think the structure merits more study before we allow free access to it.
I mean, I would be in favor to do like the museum treatment of it and have like 10-meter perimeter around it. Which one is that supposed to cross? And absolutely, we need to cover up the bottom runes like we did on the diagram and the holograms of it. Not that some people bootleg their own.
I know this is a little... We talked about how terrible of an idea it was when it was brought up the first time, but what if we just blew it up? It's clearly not good. It seems to be a beacon, that is, when the signal goes off, sending out beams of light into the sky. If anything, it'd probably do us some good not to have to worry about it.
Well, I think, do we I wish we knew more about it. Do we know that it's producing the signal, or that it's carrying the signal from somewhere else, like deeper in the planet?
Seems to be like resonating, and when the signal goes off, it reacts.
Then we would be destroying our only link to where that signal is actually coming from.
Well, now that you guys have a means of transportation that's pretty secure, maybe we can investigate the area. Maybe there's ruins or long lost civilizations somewhere nearby.
Quick above table question.
Yeah.
How far away was that stone door from the spire?
Ooh, good question. Someone remembered. Let's see for ourselves.
Dear.
And secondary question, did we already find the doors?
The doors are
They were in the mountains.
Yep, the doors were discovered by your scout, which Axiom saved. It's 36 miles away.
Okay.
Well, then maybe that's what we take a look at. Go to the stone spire first. Investigate and kick out the squatters. And then head to this strange door.
Rather than removing them by force, what if we built a base around the pillar to cover up the runes and make it large enough that itself would keep them a little further back? It's a thought.
I mean, as long as not the entirety of the runes are accessible and people aren't like on it directly, I'm not thinking it would be the worst thing to have it as a tourism draw factor. Still,
right. I'll throw some notes together. Also, I can't, in good conscience, keep working for Deirdra, which means I'm out of a job, to put it bluntly. Do you guys need a hand with anything?
I mean, we have made some, visual election commitments, including expanding the circle to other people who have not been here with the initial assignment. And I think I at least would be perfectly happy with you chipping in, giving you advice, deciding on things together. As long as you don't publish the thing. Like, that's one of the only things we don't need. It's another Scream incident.
Yeah, I've learned the hard way the danger in that.
I mean, but it's still, I'm just one of the committee here, so yeah. But I think it would be best if we do it like that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so
administrative assistant seems fine.
Huh.
Oh, what can my role be?
Administrative assistant.
This offer was, of course, meant, to the group in entirety. Like, yeah. Sorry, I'm still a little bit rough around the edges after all of the last 3 days.
Yep, right on Harria's desk is Diedrich's proposal for a big, beautiful bill. Right into the trash.
Yep, that's...
No, I'm sad.
Give that to Clippy and throw it in the waste bin, yep.
Clippy would like to revise it.
Nope, it's just...
I would say to log that for later use or later revision if possible.
Good idea. We still have the wood chipper around for compost. Good idea.
But what is your decision on Deirdra?
My personal opinion is that she should be jailed.
Axiom, I'm quite unsure for what.
Attempting to stage a coup. Working with the Aspis Consortium. Working with the Free Captains. Incompetence to the level of a degree that deserves punishment. Continuously releasing the scream, even upon being advised against it. Counter-hacking our assessments to make it harder for us to stop her from potentially killing more people on this planet.
Releasing privileged information without permission.
Yes, I could continue.
Yeah.
And let's not forget identity theft. And a few other things.
I mean, all the staging a coup stuff was deemed by by our counselor to be somewhat acceptable, which I still find weird, but
staging a coup isn't exactly illegal.
That's the problem.
We all do things in the heat of passion.
We all commit treason in the heat of passion. Okay. All right. Well, that certainly shows what kind of character Molly is.
I mean, who hasn't?
Molly has a bounty in like 10 systems.
Show of hands.
Oh God.
There absolutely needs to be some form of punishment. We need to set an example, whether or not it is severe or lenient. We need to make up our minds.
There was some discussion of demoting her and putting her in a different role.
Yes, my suggestion was demoting her and having her seek rehabilitation.
I do not think rehabilitation is going to work for someone like her.
Also, I'm not building a rehab center in the first year.
Oh my God.
Just putting it out there.
Oh. Yeah, it might have to be more improvised.
Yeah, it's going to be improvised. I mean, she is a special case among the people here so far.
I am going to vote jail. 6 months.
I personally would be perfectly happy to allow Deirdre to, maybe switch around a little bit in regards to the colonies on this planet. Maybe she likes the West colony. Who knows?
1 vote for jail. 1 vote for exile. Next.
It's not exile. It's suggested moving to a different city.
Demotion and rehab. But we just said we're not going to build the rehab.
Well, it's a tent, okay?
Overseeing like someone is like basically.
You're going to babysit her.
We do not have the resources and manpower to have her be babysat for an entire, however long it takes her to get back to normalcy. And then what's to stop her from trying to seek promotion and groom more people in the future? It's not something I want to deal with. It's not something I want to have a hassle with dealing with later.
I would also like to add the slide comment that 6 month jailing is also babysitting her to a degree.
Yeah.
And the demotion will also come with that.
Exile, then.
Don't call it an exile.
What will we exile her to?
Send her to the Aspis Consortium.
Oh,
That's quite a cruel fate. I don't think.
She's clearly already had relation with them in setting up whatever deals she wanted. If she was going to work with them anyways, with herself as administrator, might as well just begin that partnership.
Well, I mean, the Aspis are known to mislead and are quite deceptive. I don't really think it's be wise.
Above the table, it means she might come back as a villain later.
yeah, that's definitely supervillain origin we just discussed.
It was totally totally on purpose. Send her away.
I mean, we could ask for some opinions of Deirdre herself. She might have some, I don't know, some preference for the Xenowardens or some shit like that.
You could go to her apartment right now and confront her.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, I kind of do want to check on her, see how she's taking things.
Yeah. Finally going to Dietrich's apartment.
We're breaking
You
in.
hear Creed playing loudly in the background, going, "I'm 6 feet from the edge," and you're like, "Oh no."
Dietrich's apartment. There we go. Activate. Put all the people on the thing. We've got an axiom. We have a Draken. Oh, look, it's the same size. It's the right size now. Guys, I learned how to do a thing. There's Lars, and here's Molly. There you go. You're just on the street, right by her door.
What was the plan?
Plan? Hang on.
Molly, you keep standing on top of people.
There's not enough room.
Kuzan's gonna knock really loudly.
As you knock, the door just goes open. Like it wasn't even locked or closed.
I swear to God, if she's already absconded and started a new faction, I will be impressed and incredibly disappointed.
What do you mean
Well,
it's new faction?
Why would she do such a thing? I mean, she's already seen that her ways was misguided.
Hello, courtesy wizard.
Deirdre?
Deirdre.
Kuzan's gonna knock again at this door.
Okay, the bathroom is closed and locked.
Do I hear anything? Do I need to make a perception check?
You can make a perception check, but you do not immediately hear anything.
Okay. Blind GM.
We're very close to breaking and entering here.
The door was open.
I know.
Check. It's fine.
Okay.
Don't sit down. Don't take anything.
You do hear water on the other side.
We
Also, there aren't any laws about committing, a coup or something. There aren't also laws about breaking and entering.
Oh my
everyone
God.
gets a coup. Everyone gets a coup once a year. Okay. Yeah.
Oh my god! Is
Oh,
that
That's
yes.
the law.
Have you
Okay.
guys sorted out your laws and legislation here already?
They didn't.
Okay,
We
that
are a
requires us to
20
build
person.
a court, and we don't have that in our schedule for this year.
We were just a small company outpost. We were assuming that people wouldn't start murdering like 2 months in. But,
If my sister was here, she would have a fit at this brazen act of how would you say this? I guess ignorance. I mean, we've been mad at Deirdra, but we don't have anything illegal that she has done so far.
Axiom lists off everything illegal she did again.
There's some question about that, but can you ascertain her health from here using analyze? Forgot the name of the spell.
Well, I have to actually see them to do that.
I'm not comfortable with breaking down that door unless we think she's done self-harm.
Give me like 1 minute then.
Okay.
Is she like singing? I mean, she's probably having a shower or something, and we should not be here. But
All right. So you scan the environment, and her body is submerged in water.
like fully?
Which way is it? Direction? Is it where Kusan is?
It's where Kuzan is, yes.
I mean, could just be a bath, right?
Let me have a look then.
We should not be
first.
here. I am not.
Oh my god! All right. So, Molly, do you
Shoo
open
away.
the door?
I'll just get them like
Knock,
go
man.
away
Just-
yeah, I'll just knock.
Okay, you knock. You hear from the other side. It's just like, yes?
Is everything okay?
I think so. Who's that?
This is Molly. Just checking up on you to see how things are.
Everything's fine. How are you? How'd you get in?
God damn it.
Oh, we knocked, but I knocked, but the door was unlocked,
And open.
and you didn't answer any.
It was unlocked,
yeah.
she says, not wearing anything in pixels for the camera.
Yes.
What's Kuzan doing here?
I'm leaving. There's no way.
Yeah. I'll just close the door.
Axiom went outside a little while ago, so you know.
Okay. Wait, are
He
you,
was worried about you. And
Are-
he points at Molly.
you were worried
Yeah.
about me? She says, opening the door, still soaked, dripping on the floor.
Can you put on a towel, please?
No, what are you doing here?
Barging into someone's house and then asking them to put clothes on? What? You have offended my sensibilities, good sir.
Yeah, so we were just checking on people because we're about to head out.
Oh, head out? What do you mean? To another colony? You guys are going to go visit an embassy or whatnot? I didn't think any were built yet.
Deirdra, put on some clothes. There's
Oh.
some talking to be done.
Haria, you're here too? She says, just looking around, like confused.
I'm very comfortable on your couch, but
Well,
there's things needing to be done.
nobody's seen you since the whole thing, and
Yeah.
the shrink here thought somebody should check on you, so we did that. You're fine. Can you go now?
What? I'm not keeping you. What do you mean? She
No,
just.
you directed that more at Molly than anybody else.
All right, fine. We can leave.
She'll say thank you to Molly though.
Don't mention it. Pilates is such and such day.
Oh yes.
Please do
yes.
stop by.
Yes, just look at me. It's working.
I can see. I can see.
She just looks so weird with all the fur matted down from the water. It's like looking at an owl without their feathers.
An hour when it's wet.
She just very awkwardly stands there staring at you guys.
Well, we will be going now.
Okay.
Like, if Kuzan has to physically pick up Molly and remove the...
Well, I tell you, go. You're blocking my way.
Just get on the appliances.
Kind of shakes his head and just walks out.
Oh, okay. Wait, is that Draken out there with Axiom?
Yes, I had the decency to wait outside.
Yes.
Although, Draken, turn around. You're in camera shot. Just
Draken,
moves the-
Draken continues to record Dietrich.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's why I moved him out of the way.
Oh,
Didn't realize he was over there.
Oh, God.
Later this afternoon, we would like to have a conversation with you.
We can talk right now, she says.
Close.
bluntly.
Close. Meeting.
If you put on some
Oh, yeah.
clothes.
Yeah. She goes back into her room. She comes back out with clothes. She obviously didn't dry herself off. She just put the clothes on wet, so now the clothes are on the matted fur, and it looks even worse.
No,
Please.
it doesn't look worse. It looks better.
I didn't say that. The narrator did.
Yeah, I know.
He's just...
I know.
Yeah, please have a seat. Yeah, it's I'm surprised you all came over to check on me. Thank you.
It's partly checking on you. It's partly also needing to discuss something with you.
Ah, yes, of course.
You're dripping water everywhere. I'm gonna dry you off.
Oh, okay. Lars comes back. Yeah, you begin blow drying her with magic, and she says, like, Lars, you're here too? Oh,
Yes. Hi.
hi.
Glad you're well.
I'm glad too. I just don't know how you guys got in. The door was locked.
It was it was also open.
Perceive, investigate. Was anything missing or added? Out of place? Stolen?
Huh?
Because clearly someone opened that door.
Yeah, could have just been forgetful. I mean,
is that
I
just a
think
perception
Kuzan-
roll, or is I would like to look around.
Sure.
I think
you can do a
Kuzan's looking for the
perception.
same thing because he's been here before.
Yes, Kuzan has been here before. So you may take 10 minutes to look around, or you can give a perception check.
We can look around while we talk with her.
Yeah, 10-minute look around sounds
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, she's not even suspicious. She's just trying to entertain guests at the moment.
Cool. She's super cool about this.
She is. It's almost like, there's been 3 days of life-changing events.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't use that one anymore.
I'm going to be
what are
incredible.
you guys looking for?
There we go.
Just signs of a break-in?
Sure.
Because she says the door was locked, and that was not how we found it.
There we go.
So
I
I'm
guess
just
I can
curious
get you.
about-
I guess I can help.
I'm going to be blunt with you, Deirdre.
Yep.
We are here so that we may discuss your punishment.
Oh.
Or to put it less drastically, I'm sure you know that things are unlikely to go on with you in the command center of the colony. And we would like to search for a solution that is humane to all parties involved.
Well, that's very considerate of you. I thought you guys would just execute me.
No, that's quite barbaric. Who would ever suggest or think of such a thing?
We thought
Also,
about it.
Oh my!
Also, you're still alive at this very moment.
Oh, yeah.
We have some very impatient people in the group. So
No one's
that
executing
won't
anyone.
happen. So, Didrik, are there any other charters on this planet that you fancy to a degree?
Oh,
Like, are you interested in the Xeno Warden Druids, or
Oh,
do you
absolutely.
aspire to be a Starfinder?
Absolutely not. The Xeno Druids lost control of their colony. They had an election, and a stag bear got command.
Huh.
That's where I got the idea
Curious.
from. I mean, the druids
okay.
had an election, and they had acorns. And the stag bears had the idea that they just, get extra acorns and fill the jars with the acorns. And that won the election. And none of the druids questioned it.
As a general advice, don't discuss the process of planning your coups when potential remedies for that coup are discussed.
I made sure not to use acorns.
We are proposing voluntary resettlement.
Oh. You mean, like outside my apartment? You want me to move somewhere else?
A little further away. We're thinking another colony.
Oh.
You know, we appreciate what you have done thus far, and we would like to avoid any situations that might be, a little bit awkward with, divided loyalties, potential grudges that some people might hold for the whole stag bear attack that might have killed some loved ones. And we're not willing to send you out with your little backpack and see if you can make it to another colony on yourself.
Are you going to give me at least till the end of the month when the transport arrives?
I'm personally fine with it. And you're also free to, pick and choose to a degree. If all of that doesn't sound amenable, if you can't find anything that seems suitable to you, we might have to think about other options, but I think,
Yes.
there's some good other settlements here.
Or we can also send you back to Triaxis, if you wish.
Oh. The thought about going back to Triaxis isn't very appealing. I'll take my chances on the frontier world that doesn't seem to be a frontier world anymore.
We will provide accommodations, transport, and we'll have proper communications with whatever colony you wish to live at.
Well, that's incredibly decent of you, thank you. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I mean, it's partly a thing that, we're also looking at the PR angle of this, of course. Like, you would understand it. If we are just executing you, that doesn't look good, right?
Well, but it's the vast. There's no law out here. There's no stewards or anything. It's very much Wild West. Bang, bang.
Yes,
I don't think that's the law we want to pursue.
If we execute you, we set precedent for executions, and should we create a society who craves bloodlust, bad things could happen.
Yeah, I would put it that academic institutions seldom run on executions.
Yeah, we don't want a might makes right situation with everything.
Well, that's comforting to know, because some of you are very powerful. You could have easily killed me.
And some of us thought about doing it, but...
Yes, you've said that twice now. It's very unnerving.
This is not a threat, don't worry. We don't make threats, we mainly act if things are necessary. Which isn't supposed to be a threat either. Other options, right. Triumph seems fine, right? You would fit in with them.
So as you suggest the frozen north of Triumph, the Vest colony to Deirdra, Lars and Kuzan both find the tool marks on the door. So you know for a fact someone has broken into this apartment, possibly within the timeline that you have entered, and Deirdra took her shower. Potentially, They could still be in here.
All right. Record that, and then ask Deirdra, could you just hang here? Does anything appear to be missing or different from when you...
I was pretty drunk. I'm still kind of hungover. Is there something missing?
The door. There's evidence the door was forced open.
Oh, the top secret documents are right there from my big beautiful bill. She points at the table. That's the most important thing.
Well, have a look at that then.
Let's
Okay.
make sure that no one else is currently in this structure
Oh.
that we didn't know about. And now I'm actually going to go looking.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Wait 1 second. I would like to first, is there some weird radiation around?
Yes, behind you.
Apart from that, that's usual background radiation.
Yes. Okay. So, besides the Solarian, no, there is no radiation here.
Okay. I don't want anybody necrotized today.
Yeah.
Thank you for thinking of that. That's good.
Yeah. She goes like, what are you guys saying? Is someone here, or there's
We
more
don't know.
people here?
Somebody forced the door open. That's all we know for sure.
Oh God! It's a good thing I locked the bathroom door. They could have got me.
Good. That was good thinking. Can't change the map, so I want to go further south, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I can't change the map.
You do. You see inside Deirdre's bedroom. Looks like she has a wardrobe, a little table lamp and stuff, and a double-sized bed. This is a huge bed for a little Yusoki woman.
No judgment. Look in the wardrobe.
Okay, as you look in the wardrobe, you see what appears to be a canine man with a blindfold.
Still no judgment. Is he bound?
No? Judgment now?
I mean, the next few seconds will tell the tale. Excuse me. How did you get to be here?
Is he gagged?
No.
What the fuck,
Blindfolded
what are you
like a
doing
mask to conceal his identity?
No.
Oh.
here? Don't do that. He's blind.
Yeah.
I unmask you and it's just like, oh, never mind.
No, he's not bound or anything.
Nope, he was just hiding in the wardrobe.
All right. You might as well come out. We know you're here.
All right, I'll let Iron take him, because this was his idea.
Do we know who this is? Oh, I have Gar written down.
Yeah, this is new to me too, so I'm trying to figure out what exactly is happening here.
So remember, you said you wanted to go into Deirdre's apartment, but you stopped because everyone else suggested that you not do it.
Uh-huh.
Yep. But then everyone else was occupied with the election, so you were free to do it.
Was privy to any of this, so.
Hello there?
You know what? Get yourself acquainted. I'll get on writing some kind of law, since they apparently are strictly necessary. We can't assume that we use the laws of Triaxis. Of course not.
Deirdre, how many men on this colony are you seeing?
Oh,
No judgment whatsoever, but Gar is currently in your closet.
What?
Well, okay.
Before I lean into this, did Gar actually find anything?
Yes, Gar did. So
is he scarred for life if he had eyes?
no, he is not scarred for life if he had eyes, because he'd be able to echolocate it, and then he'd be scarred for life anyway. Gar not only found the big beautiful bill, which he left right on the desk, where he tried very hard not to throw it away. What he found was evidence of the Aspis Consortium, not from Deirdre, but from the other person who tried to break in before him. Someone he was not able to identify. Gar's suspicions were confirmed. He does have evidence there is a spy for the Aspis Consortium here in the colony.
I think Gar is just gonna roll out from the closet, from the bedroom, like absolutely nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of dusts himself off.
Wait, I bet you at the bar. How did you even get in here?
I don't think that's really the question you should be asking, ma'am.
It kind of is.
Well, long story less long.
Wait, are you? Wait. Did we interrupt a fling that you were having with Deirdra?
I wasn't that drunk. I would have remembered.
You were that drunk. I remember.
Do you remember him with me?
That is a good point. But you were that drunk.
Yeah, that definitely ain't happened. So Gar is just going to kind of stroll out and in very Sherlock Holmesian detail, he's going to explain exactly what he found.
Okay, so Gar, the
Excuse me?
evidence. Oh, Yep. So Gar, aside from the break-in that you thwarted, and then the door just happened to be open while the other person fled, you can prove that there is a spy from the Aspis Consortium who was here going after Deirdre to tie up a loose end. From what you gathered and what you found, you show them the broken hazard in your hand of what appears to be a crudely made junk bomb that was set to go off within Deirdre's wardrobe. The question is, why didn't Deirdre find you in the wardrobe when she was looking for clothes? But the other man did.
She, like every civilized rat, has a clothes chair.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
The laundry gets done, and then it could go 4 feet closer into the wardrobe, but doesn't.
I feel very attacked right now.
Stare 4 feet to the left at closed chair. Shit, I've been called out.
So, Gar has evidence that provides a signature for an assassin and an MO.
I guess you probably should be taken to like protective custody if there is assassins coming after you.
Assassins?
Oh, yes. They were going to murder you with that bomb.
What? No, I don't... You guys love me. You wouldn't kill me.
No, we would not. But the Aspis Consortium clearly would.
Well, she
Some
seemed
Gar
like
is
such a
saying.
nice lady.
Well, I mean, they probably want to tie up loose ends since you failed to win the election. So their whatever goals or ideas they had in mind were thwarted for the meantime.
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah, so they might be wanting to attack you eventually.
Oh. Well, you're not going to let that happen, right?
No, sure, no. We're very close friends. I would not let a brigand or a rapscallion hurt you.
Those are some very $10 words.
Yes, I was reading the novel. It was quite amazing.
Well, I don't want to be alone now.
Should we have her travel with us during the meantime?
Oh, that sounds like a great idea.
No.
Vaughn just narrows his eyes at Molly. And Kuvon have no filter.
Yeah.
It's just very much in the open.
Well, I could go to the warehouse where the boys were and hide out there.
True.
I mean, we cordoned that area. It was disgusting and a health hazard. They all have living arrangements properly.
Also, someone destroyed the bathroom.
What? Gross.
Who's
There was a
destroying
bunch of
bathrooms?
rat. There was a bunch of rat hair in one of the toilets. It got permanently messed up.
Those could have been Fey hair.
Could have. Well, it wasn't.
Hair in toilets aside, yes, the warehouse is currently available if you are willing to live like that. No, there aren't the other ones in there still. They have been moved for health and safety reasons.
That bear was literally eating trash.
That's what bears do.
You can't talk about members of this community like that.
Bastards, traditionally.
Traditionally.
Yeah. I don't think it's very. I don't think it's okay to have her be there if she's there alone.
Oh.
That's like prime. That's like that would actually be prime bait for an assassination attempt.
Yeah. Could we have someone from Team B, like a rotation? Like, do we have bodyguards?
We have
security forces.
Yeah, I mean, we could talk to Tukor and ask how well we could organize a little bit of a protective custody thing.
I always thought of you guys as my bodyguards. I mean, you guys wouldn't let me be harmed, right?
Yeah. So tell us more about this Aspis Consortium lady that you've been dealing with.
Lars changed the subject incredibly quickly on Molly. So, Deirdra explains.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. That was beautiful. So, she explains that she's a young, hot-blooded lady from the Aspis Consortium. She is a deputy administrator that was recently, that was recently thrust up the line in the Aspis Consortium.
And she's at a different colony, right?
Yep, she's in the Aspis Consortium's colony.
Okay. All right. Sorry, Molly, I totally blindsided you.
No. It wasn't that you blindsided her. She asked the question, you guys would protect me, right? And then you immediately changed the subject. It's just like, oh, I guess that's a no.
No, we don't want to let the Aspis Consortium murder you. I look at the rest of the group questioningly, like, right?
Yeah.
We will absolutely need to talk with them because, planning to murder somebody in their own home colony seems like a little bit of an act of war, which is frowned upon.
Well, I mean, if it's an act of war, I don't think this colony has much in the way of defending itself against Aspis.
We have a dragon that can be here in 2 weeks, which will eat an entire colony if a war is declared.
And we have a shirtless Vesk. We're fine.
Yes. Her
There's an
name.
entire colony of shirtless Vesk to the north.
Well, they have to put shirts on. They're in the frozen north. Her name was Budina Lod.
That's why I didn't have it.
What type of
written
name
down.
is that?
Dietrich says, I don't know. Humans have weird names.
We do.
You know, I see why she joined Aspis.
Gar just kind of looks at Lars. Wait, you're human?
Yes. Yes.
Huh.
What did he look like to you, Gar?
Sound like
Good,
he's blind.
good question, he says, waving a hand in front of the blindfold.
Oh, yes. Well, human.
Well, I'm assuming you have some way of detecting people.
Well, I mean, he smells weird, but I didn't think anything of it.
Okay, good to know. Humans do not have a discernible scent.
No, they do. It's just different.
What did he sound like? What race did you think he sounded like, or ancestor?
I don't know. Something weirdly Castrovellian about him.
Oh, yeah. He gives me elf vibes. He definitely gives me elf vibes. Dietrich
No,
says.
I would have thought vampire vibes.
I'm speechless for a moment.
How about we get you in custody and try to find out more of who in our colony is attempting to assassinate you? Because if our good friend is over in the Aspis colony, that means that there is someone else here working on their behalf.
Oh, right. Deirdre, did they ever tell you where Aspis was staying at, or their main base of operation?
Oh, their main
Hundreds
base?
You mean
of miles
15?
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on the opposite side of the planet, basically.
There's like 4 or 5 different colonies, all in different places on this planet, and we've just staked our own regions.
If you want to read about it a little bit, in the journal part, the colony folder, basics of the charter, and chapter 5, I think. And there's a little list who's here with us.
Oh, I will give that a look.
There you go.
Yeah. We are basically the Zanilla charter. So the last one
Zanilla?
that's us.
Like
Yep.
vanilla with a Z?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and part of the charter agreement is that we are not fighting with each other. So if the Aspis Consortium is actively trying to assassinate members in our colony, then that is a breach of the charter.
So Celestine is the name of their charter.
So I have a question.
Sure.
Gar was in that closet when
Correct.
Deirdre came in.
Yes.
Would he have been able to tell where she was walking when she entered and left the room?
Oh, definitely, because your echolocation is that of 90 feet.
Because I feel like Gar probably would have thought for sure that he'd been caught.
Yep.
And then I'm assuming she didn't go anywhere near the closet.
Well, she did go into the closet, she opened the closet, and then I assume Gar basically took something off the rack and handed it to her, and she was so preoccupied with 7 other people here that she didn't even question it and went back.
Oh, that is so much better than the closed chair thing. Yes, let's go with that.
Was there a bomb and you disarmed it, right?
Correct.
Ah, thank you.
So he has the remains of a junk bomb in his possession. Now, as a technomancer and witch warper, or whatever it is that you have currently in the party. I believe you have an engineer and a witch warper. You have seen this before. This is the type of pipe bomb that you put underneath a car when people like start the car or open a door or something like that. It is very, very unsophisticated. It was made in a hurry, and it was just made to off someone off guard.
Right.
Oh, Gar, would you like to be added to my mystic bond? It would allow me to track your health and your safety, for as long as you decide to opt into it.
That way we'd know if you've been assassinated.
Yeah, Deirdra is already inside my bond.
Not quite the selling point on that last one, but I mean, I don't see why not.
Yep. Well, if you're injured, I can heal you. I know if you are poisoned, sick, undergoing withdrawal, some side effects.
Withdrawal? What?
Yeah, if you're doing any drugs, since apparently there is no laws here.
That's
on,
what my
drug
big,
use?
beautiful bill was going to solve, Deirdre says.
Yes, we definitely have to give that a look. As one of the people in charge of medical, I do believe people's fitness and bodily health is something we should require.
Excuse me.
Just one point of potentially colony development. We want to attract scientists. Scientists are sometimes a little bit fucked up. Let's not be too harsh on weird substances.
Well, I'm fine with weird substances, just not the consumption of certain weird substances. Next, you let someone drink an illegal substance. Next thing you know, they're consuming blighted bears.
I mean, as long as they're not starting to murder people in the middle of town, like.
Yeah, we should probably be on the lookout for that, since we do have Aspis attacking people here. They probably might have some madness serums or something.
Yeah, but still, I'm not sure that with the world-ending stuff and the trying to solve the dragon liver disease, that we have adequate time to enforce some, if somebody smokes some flay leaf or something.
Yes, I don't really care what the people do as long as they're not hurting anyone.
Okay, I see your points.
You have seen Dr. Shax, right?
Dr. Shax is here?
No.
He is. Is he one of your exes?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure I didn't bond with him. Nope. I'm not. They only bond once in a lifetime, and I definitely had nothing to do with that.
Sense motive.
Yeah, I agree.
I would like to go outside
and
see if I can. Perhaps the assassin or would-be assassin might still be watching this structure.
Right.
Wait,
just casually, like I'm out smoking a cigarette, which I'm not. I don't have.
What if the assassin's like one of her exes? It'd be like one of her deadly exes or something.
Ismith 11.
I would fight all 6 of them. Is it 7?
Ismith 11 just begins staring at you as you come out of Didrik's apartment.
What? Oh wow, that took no time at all. How awkward.
Me?
Have I met them?
Nope.
She only speaks in Androphan. Good luck.
I don't know that language. Okay, so I'll say hello. Are you here to see Deirdre?
And she shakes her head.
Come on in. I mean, yeah, just. But
While Dietrich is distracted, she goes into the refrigerator, empties it, and leaves.
Elson, what the fuck?
Does anyone know what that was about?
What was in the fridge?
Food.
I mean, I'll talk to her later. That was kind of rude.
Honestly,
She worked.
yeah,
She
we
works
should have
here,
seen
right?
earlier that we need
She
laws because of her.
She does. She is our chief surveyor.
Why with the?
You know what?
Why is your
Maybe-
surveying clearing out fridges? Should I check my fridge? I think I'll check my fridge before we leave.
I check my pockets for snacks.
Okay. You still have your snacks if you had any. So,
Okay.
Axiom and Gar are 100% certain that Deirdre has some history with this man, but it is completely unrelated to the sacred bond that these dragonkin have only once in their lifetime. Molly, on the other hand, feels that not only is he an ex-husband, but an ex-bond, and he left this dragonkin what is considered to be heartbroken.
I'm writing a novel about this. It's going on a blog.
Oh god, the next romance novel is being written right now, Kuzan.
This romance novel has been written a bunch of times. I will tell
Is that
you
what
that.
is that what our colony is going to be known for now? Just trashy romance novels?
Wattpad, bro.
This is why
I
you're not
think
getting
it's
any
trashy.
scientists.
I am
They
not
might-
entirely against it.
You know, whatever brings talent here. Dark academia or something, go for it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I think Molly is technically a scientist, so it's fine. Yeah, I get a pass for writing like Wattpad novels.
So, Deirdre, should we leave you under his protection while we're gone?
Oh, no, definitely no, not him.
Why? You've clearly worked together in the past.
I have worked under him, yes?
Oh, worked. Oh, you didn't have to get that specific, Deirdre.
No, not like that. I've worked as his subordinate. You know, like I worked under you.
Ooh, like a secretary. Oh, that's spicy.
No, I did communications for his department. He was the head of research. I needed to get things to pathology.
And why?
You
did
were an assassin.
What? No! Pathology is the department that analyzes diseases and then works towards treatment.
Wasn't that where the morgue is?
Well, yes, it's by the morgue, but it doesn't mean that pathology is where assassins are. That's not the kind of medicine we do.
In the PR department, that might have been code for sending an assassin after somebody. You know.
Okay, I think that's a little bit ridiculous.
In any case,
Wait, what about
someone is
Gar?
trying to kill you.
Wait, what about Gar? I mean, he seems to
about
be
me?
well acquainted with fighting off assassins that has attacked this maiden.
Maiden.
Oh god! It's already going into novel mode.
You're her knight in shining armor. Oh wait, no, you might be a bad boy. You fought off some villainous people attacking her, but you have a dark side.
Lady, you have no idea.
Oh, I totally do not.
And we're gonna keep it that way.
Yes, the mysterious type. Interesting.
I'd rather go with Gar than with Shax.
Ooh, it's a love triangle.
I feel like we've gone off track a little bit.
Yeah.
I gave you a car!
All right.
The,
well,
The android that was just here, did they have any active holograms by any chance?
Oh, no, it was just Ismith 11. She's just,
Okay.
she's still there in the street, too. She's taking
All right,
inventory.
I really would like to ask her about the fridge, so
Okay.
I'm gonna. And also, I'm supposed to be looking for an assassin.
Sure. She will answer
And
she will answer your questions to the best of her ability in her language.
Okay, that's great. Does she still have all of the refrigeratables in a bag or something?
Yeah, she
Okay.
does. She does. She starts going through them.
I wonder if it's part of her job to update supplies in people's homes. I don't know.
It's not a job. She just does this sometimes.
Okay.
Oh, she goes through one of the boxes, takes out what looks to be a listening device, throws it on the ground, and continues to go through the food.
I pick up the listening device.
Okay. It's
And
got
now
the Aspis symbol on it.
I show it to the rest of the group. Okay, I have a lot more respect for this person than I did.
Choking.
Going to be honest with you, she definitely did not find that on purpose. She's just got a little bit of klepto in her.
Okay, but still.
You guys are a fascinating bunch of people.
Thank you.
With that said, I suggest we probably have her be not in this room if there's so many bugs.
Bugs? What? You mean like the kind that Slate kills?
Is there any way I can use computers or something to track this little listening device back to its other end?
You can attempt to, yes. It will be a blind roll.
All right, let me.
If I may also participate in that.
Yes,
Absolutely. In fact, let me help you because I have a +4 to attempts to assist.
Okay.
Because of the humanity thing.
Yep. So I think I still roll computers.
Yep.
And I guess I'll make it blind.
No, don't make it blind, because if you're assisting, the DC is always set at 15.
Okay.
And if you crit, it becomes a +5.
Okay, and I need to add a circumstance bonus of +4.
Yep.
Damn it. There it is. It's on. Yes.
Yay. Learning. Well, that was definitely a crit. So I believe that Axiom is going to get a major bonus of cooperative nature to his computers check.
I believe it's just +4 to him, not +4 to me.
Okay, you at least
Yeah,
get the
I get the
+2.
+4 to the assist, but he gets the critical success.
Yeah, which is +2. Yeah.
+2. Yeah, that's still a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a +2 circumstance bonus plus nanite surge.
Yep. Make sure
So,
blind.
Yep.
All right, so you track it. It's somewhere in this colony. You cannot pinpoint where, but it is within this hex. That it is.
Can I use it here?
You can, yes. I cannot stop you from re-rolling.
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
Okay. All right, I can give you no new information.
That's fine.
But you did extremely well. And as you begin tampering with the device, it disintegrates in your hand.
You know what? Let's talk with the Aspis Consortium. What's the worst that could happen?
I mean, I think we just did.
They just murder you all?
I mean, that would be unwise for them, because then a dragon will come in 2 weeks and will probably eat them all. I have no idea why this is the system of governance for preventing wars, but yeah.
I mean, I don't think anyone would want to be getting eaten by a dragon.
Yeah, and my general idea is we tell them that we have sufficient information to, make quite clear that they're messing with us, that there's no need to tie up loose ends, and no need to, murder Deirdra,
Oh,
and also to kindly not fuck with us in the future.
Okay. Do you want to contact this lady remotely? Or
To the administrative office.
okay.
I would hope to contact her superior, honestly, because,
Oh.
that lady, she's a junior Aspis Consortium lady. She kicked down a sliding door.
deputy administrator?
Deputy administrator, yes. So, are you talking to her? Or are you talking to her
Boss.
boss? Talking to boss?
The boss, preferably.
The active administrators of the Aspis Consortium. Yeah.
Okay.
And present all evidence that we have, including communiques that Deirdre has on any of her electronic devices.
Okay, the person you're going to be speaking with is Radavi Bonray. They are a human woman. I'll get that name for you right now. I do not have any art for her because I didn't think that she was going to be necessary for this session, but I will get it for next time. And let's get you to the administration building. There you go.
Is Gar going to the administration building with everybody else?
That's up to you.
I think Gar might start trying to track down the would-be assassin the old-fashioned way.
Okay. Well,
pursue a lead, one might say.
Well,
Pursue a lead and experienced tracker from his bounty hunter background.
So you know that it was a junk bomb. The first place you're probably going to want to check is the refuge or the junkyard.
And I feel like Gar is absolutely not going by himself. He is going to
go with
call
your
an
new
audible
assistant,
on this
Diedrich.
Wait, is Gar babysitting Diedrich? Is that what's happening?
Just get Team B to do it. I'll have Randall will agree to do it.
Okay. So Diedrich will go somewhere else. That's fine.
Molly will ask
she
you
can
guys.
stay
What
with
is
Team B.
Okay.
Yeah, Molly will ask you. What is this Team B you guys speak of? Is this like another set of administrators?
They were you before you got here.
Okay.
Yeah, they're also in the expanded administrative circle, but, they were Deirdrich's first mercenaries, and we kind of made them an offer to the degree of, yeah, Deirdrich will lose the election, and you don't want to be on the losing side. Also, you live in a dump, move to a house, maybe?
I do have an apartment.
No, that was the offer we gave to the Team B. They lived in an old warehouse. It wasn't good.
Guild crew greets you as you come back. He says, like, "Oh, you didn't like the car?"
We unfortunately have other pressing business.
Oh, well, let me
And
know if I can help
and you
with
love the
anything.
car.
Oh, you love the... Oh, thank goodness. Oh, the seats were wonderful, right? You loved the leather?
I mean, I assume we rode over there in it, right?
Well, that's up to you.
No.
That's up to you.
No, our colony's not that big yet.
Oh, okay.
Plus, you have no roads.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks pretty.
Oh, you should really go inside it.
We have an assassin and
Oh,
a saboteur that we are now trying to deal with.
what?
Yeah, Guild crew, if you would like to look a little bit menacing in the background, not in the degree of you will beat up some people menacing, but to the effect of you might call somebody on Triaxis who will go here and will potentially, remove a colony from this planet.
Oh dear, no. That is against the rules.
No.
That is against all the charters.
No, you're not supposed to do that. Because, but you know, we will be contacting the Aspis Consortium because they.
Why?
I was just about to explain that they are. That we have a high degree of confidence that they are behind, the assassin, sabotage, etc. stuff.
But if you
And we would-
go around accusing people without evidence, that could make us look really bad.
Have evidence.
We're just telling them kindly to fuck off.
He begins taking a little handkerchief from his lapel and dabbing his face, going like, I'm a winter. I'm not supposed to be sweating like this.
Go
We
through.
have,
Excuse me.
Axiom, go ahead.
we have evidence that
Hey.
Deirdra was working with the Aspis Consortium in regards to acquire her administrative position.
Oh,
She was using their funding and backing, as well as the free captains, to procure herself the money needed to do what she needed to do. On
how
top
awful.
of that,
I
wasn't
completely agree with you. She needs to be disposed of.
Wow.
that's what I said.
Yeah, now, the thing is, the Aspis Consortium wanted to tie up loose ends, as we understand it, and, them murdering somebody in our colony isn't good. You would agree, right?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. But I also know when to walk away.
You want us to walk away from an attempted assassination attempt?
I'm not telling you what to do as administrators, but if it were me, I mean, I know when to hold them, know when to fold them. He reaches for his cowboy hat again. Know when to hit the trail.
How are your winnings versus losses in poker?
Oh,
Just curious.
60-40. The average.
60% losses.
Yes, 60% losses, 40% wins.
I
Same
mean,
as a
that's better
lawyer's
than I
record.
Yeah, but if you think you can manage it, you can look a little bit huffed in the background of the communique. If
Right.
not, you don't need to be part of it.
Oh, no sweat, no sweat. And he begins puffing up his chest, going like, I'm ready.
Yeah, no, not like you're going to beat somebody up, but in the degree that you might make some angry calls to some people on Triaxis complaining about somebody messing in our business against the rule of the charter.
He begins pantomiming.
Okay, you're not good. You're not good at this. I'm sorry.
Here, stand next to Draken in the background,
I am.
and all you need to do is just look professional.
Yeah, that I can do, he says, straightening up.
Then you're doing what you, yeah, you're fine. And he just gives a thumbs up.
Oh my God.
I will look a little bit skeptical at him looking professional.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah.
Well, master of PR, take it away.
I mean, if somebody of you wants to chip in, I'm perfectly fine with it.
Yes,
But
I'm
let's take
not
it.
good with the diplomacy people.
Yeah. So let's call up our good friends, the Aspis Consortium.
All right. And it takes about 15 minutes, but you get Budani Laud on the communicators, and she says like, yes? Oh, you guys again.
Hello. We
Yes.
want to talk to Radevi Bonray, please.
Oh, and she looks very, very worried. Please hold. Is a few seconds
Thank
later.
you.
And you get Radavi Bunray. And she looks at you. She's an incredibly no-nonsense woman. She's entirely focused on you. And She greets you, saying like, Zenodiala Corporation, a mid-level corporation. And she introduces herself. I'm Radilia Bonray. I am a long-time Aspis Consortium agent. And I am also head administrator of Celestine.
Hello, Head Administrator Bonray. Wonderful getting to talk to you.
Yes.
We have some concerns. I'll be blunt.
Mhm.
There seem to be some rogue elements within your colony who seem set on trying to make it look like the Aspis Consortium wants to take hostile actions against our colony?
Unfortunate. I assume you
Yeah.
have proof of this.
Axiom, you're better with the matter of fact stuff. Would you like to demonstrate?
Yes, of course. As you may or may not be aware, your deputy administrator attempted to stage a coup in our colony, backing our communications expert Deirdra as a proxy. During this process, which we have proof of, while we were doing a wellness check on Deirdra, a recording device labeled Aspis Consortium was found inside of her property.
And he will display, because Draken is always
Right.
recording.
Yep. And she cuts you off before the recording's done, and I assume it self-disintegrated. Yes, that is standard.
Yes. So,
Also, don't forget about the other device that was found.
yes, the bomb. To take Deirdre out. That was, thankfully deactivated. A junk bomb, presumably made with easily local supplies by an expert craftsman. Now, we do not know what other agents you presently have in our colony, but attempted assassinations of our citizens is...
It's in poor taste, at least. We can agree on that, right?
Absolutely. And not only do I agree, I offer you my heartfelt apologies. I will make a written statement as well. And I assure you, when I find out who is doing this borderline illegal activity, I will execute them myself. I do not tolerate this behavior. And I do not tolerate bad PR for the Aspis Consortium. I
Yeah,
understand their
we're-
reputation, but I certainly won't tolerate them taking out your citizens and reflecting badly on us.
We are in no way seeking to retaliate. We are just wanting to bring this up as good, not neighbors, but as good opposites on the planet. But please communicate with Bodina Lord that there's no need to tie up loose ends because the loose ends have already been found.
I can tell you
please.
right now it wasn't her.
Can you be certain?
I can
She
prove
has
it.
some agents, probably.
I can prove it.
Okay.
And she says, Budina, come into my office. And you just see in the background of the communicator her door being kicked down. Yes?
Oh, she does that for you as well.
She does that to
Wonderful.
everybody. This is not the sort of woman who does subversive actions. Thank you, Budina. You may go back. And she goes like, oh, okay.
Okay, then communicate it in a memo that, any agents that might have been placed here by the more subtle colleagues of hers are not needed to take any action against Deirdre. Or any other actions in our colony, actually. It would be highly preferable.
And it would be unprofitable, may I add. You are not exactly the most thriving community of all the charters. If I were to go after anyone, I would go after the Vesk. They're the ones who are flourishing. No offense, you have made a concentrated effort, and I applaud you for that.
Thank you. We had limited resources in the start. It's, sometimes things don't work out as well. But we will strive to become a profitable target.
That is not what I heard. I heard you started with 14 resource units, more resource units than any other charter.
building a scientific community is quite expensive.
I can imagine so, especially when you prioritize those restaurants.
It is. I can understand that there are different opinions in that regard, but don't worry. It's just, after expansion, sometimes people need a little bit of free time.
Suppose you're all looking forward to that Triaxian lick-a-chick that you love so much.
I'm getting the feeling that we're getting a little bit off track.
Yes.
And not to waste your time, I think the main points have been said. Please stay out of our business. We're trying to communicate to our sponsors that this whole incident that we had to report on was just a mistake of one of your subordinates. So,
Rogue actor.
yeah.
It would be terrible for it to be someone in the administrative capacity. It would be bad optics for the entire charter.
I would say so as well. In fact, I would consider them a dead actor. Especially if I find out who it is.
Yeah.
You clearly have some investigating to do, as there are people in some form of middle management mucking about in ways that you don't know about. So have fun cleaning that mess up. And he just hangs up the call.
Oh my god!
I cannot stand the backhanded compliments. She was very rude.
I was just about to offer her cooperation with extradition if she finds who it is in here.
I am sorry. She was being rude.
And you can send it
more
email.
poignant to end it right there.
But I'm pretty sure that while we might have had a pretty big budget on the books, of the books they had way more resources. It's like she said, she considers us a mid-level organization.
Well, we are a mid-level corporation. Megacorp.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, I think you've determined that she wasn't responsible for the order. A rogue actor does sound like the correct assumption from what you know so far.
Yeah, no, I wasn't suggesting in any way, shape, or form that she was responsible. I just want her to do her fucking job.
Clean up your house. That's what Axiom said, and then ended the call.
Yeah.
Gil Crew goes, yeah, good, yeah.
You see, you will get the frontier spirit at some point.
Ah, yes.
Let me get you an automatic rifle.
No need. I have the hat. I've got the hat.
Amazon looks over at Molly, points at Axiom and Haria, and says, see that? That's aggressive.
Take a hero point, Iron.
They talk smart. It's aggressive. It's scary.
Oh, God.
You guys were talking about checking out a door or something?
Yes.
So the spire has a door?
No.
Well, it's not in the spire, but it's a couple dozen miles away.
Oh, okay.
I shall show you.
And you guys were thinking that maybe this former inhabitants of the planet might have gone underground.
Here is
Very
one of
possible.
the event cards. It is located in G4. These mysterious stone doors, seemingly out in the wilds, lead deep within the planet. All attempts to open them or dig in the surrounding areas fail.
Also, Lars, gone underground in the sense of the crust of the earth broke open, lava spilled out, and they are now under what we now consider ground.
Wow, okay, yeah. Wow.
At least for some of them, I think.
So yeah,
There were
something
many
terrible happened to them.
apocalypses.
Or they
Yeah.
ran away, or... All right.
Or all three things.
Ooh.
Or we're completely crazy and we're just gaslighting you into believing something that isn't true.
Well, I mean, I'm going to fact check everything as we go.
It's not gaslighting
Don't-
if you honestly believe it.
Yeah, don't take it personally. So, road trip?
Yeah, where are we going? You can go 4 hexes in a week now.
Can we have Team B be babysitters?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Well, I think within a week we can make it to G4 and back. So
Oh, you can make it
But
there.
Probably,
Yeah, you can make it there in a few days.
we should probably go to the Spire first to get the people out of there.
Okay.
Yeah, I have the craft skill, and I put together a simple idea of that structure to kind of blend in with the architecture, but also kind of force people 10 meters back and then make some seating for the whatever they are. Hermits, hangers on, cultists, I don't know. Tourists.
Tourists, yes, tourists.
Tourist is a much nicer term. I will use that from now on.
Sure.
tourists, cultists, same thing.
All right. So it'll take you, let's say, a day to get there. Because you got the fancy new car and everything. Do you want to see inside your new car?
Does it have new car smell?
It has a new
Yes.
car smell. Look at that. Let's get rid of Team B, though. Goodbye, Team B. You didn't come with
Bye.
us. Also, these guys who aren't there. Callie, we'll put you there. Who's driving?
Aria will be driving.
Haria
If it's
will be-
piloting.
It's piloting, yes.
She's a better pilot than Slade, but she still lets him do it all the time.
That's fine.
You dropped the one. You dropped the wrong one down.
Oh, what was that?
Some
Oh,
loud
background
music.
music. Yeah. You dropped the wrong one down.
Oh, it's instead it's Callie. It's just like, hi guys, I made Molly do babysitting.
I have the wrong token on the.
Hey guys, you almost like forgot me. What happened?
No, we brought the prettier sister.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
I mean,
that'll hurt for
subjective.
decades. I
Nice.
dated a twin, and
Yeah.
the other twin got jealous because they're like, "Don't you like me?" And I'm like, "No, I like her." And she's like, "But we look the same." I'm like, "That doesn't matter."
Who would even ask
Wow.
that question? First of all, how would you be that desperate?
High school girls.
Oh,
Because
never
it was
mind.
high school.
Oh,
Never mind.
yeah, okay.
Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
like 16 to
imagining
19.
30-year-old
No,
or 40-year-old
no.
asking that. I was going like, what?
No. It was when I was young.
So we don't send Team B out to the adventure stuff. We have them babysit while we go out.
I do
Or is it
whatever I'm told. I'm just the
Oh.
narrator.
It's just a case by case thing. Got it. Cool.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. We have the ability to leave our administrators and swap people out as needed.
So long as you leave one administrator in the hot seat, which I assume is Slate, Kuzan's gonna take a big boy seat.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh,
I think Kuzan might try to drive
There you
until Haria kicks him out of the pilot seat.
All right.
We're fighting over the
Yeah.
good seats.
Also, I think
There's a hole for your tail.
B-team. Oh. I think the B team will become important to run the quests for us once it is a wait time for longer than 1 month, because
Oh wow.
then
Yeah.
there will unrest penalties be coming in.
Gotcha.
Yeah. There
This
you
is
go.
only supposed to be a couple of days, I guess.
I can't do it one-handed. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm
That's-
trying to put them in the middle.
You're fine.
'Cause
You're
I
fine.
can't-
I've got you. I've got you.
I can't use the shift button. I was trying to move the mouse and hold shift with my index finger while moving myself.
I love this. What was the most challenging part of Horizons of the Vast? Was it the monsters? Was it the mystery? No, you see, we couldn't manipulate our tokens to get it just right in the oversized Triaxian chairs. That was the big problem.
I only have one hand. That's
okay.
why.
It's fine. You're fine. All right, so you get there, and you can't help but notice that there are these big, really big crowd splitters, barrages, no, what's the thing? Battering rams in front of your car. So,
cow scoop.
yeah, so why don't you take a look at those stats on the vehicle and tell me, how do you want to do this? Do you want to just, talk on the big microphone thing on the planetary comm unit and say, vacate? Or do you want to give them a little push?
I thought we would just start building the thing I mentioned and just push them out of the way as we build as sort of a natural part of that process. But you guys, if you guys want to fire automatic weapons in the air, that's your.
But you said look at the stats. Where exactly would I find them?
Okay.
Because I think I'm a little bit too blind to find it in the actors section.
Oh, you're fine. Configure ownership.
Yeah, I think the folder is GM only.
Oh,
right
okay.
now. Yeah, there it is. Now we.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No problem.
Server. There are your drones too.
Collision DC 12.
Your drones showing footage of, Gar having a detective adventure. So you can go at a speed of 10 feet per round. When it gets to full speed, it can go 450 feet around, but that's only on the road. That's 50 miles per hour. Your collision damage will be 7d8 bludgeoning. So when you hit people, they get a reflex save of DC 12 to get out of the way, or they get flattened. That goes for structures too, because those battering rams on the front can deal damage to structures, like the spire.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think we shall do anything too rash. Like, just telling them to please not inhibit our erection of a perimeter around the spire.
Okay, so you announce this on the planetary comm unit. You get, the little bullhorn and whatnot to say, please do not hinder our progress.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, they all look.
We need to start a war with cultists.
The vagrants do look at you. They do acknowledge you. They're not sure what you want them to do.
Move back from the pillar, please.
Okay. They take one step back from the pillar.
And another.
Yeah, and they continue to take another.
Okay, and I start playing a march.
Okay.
And 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3.
Yeah, they keep going back. Some of them trip
Okay,
over themselves.
500 feet.
About 10 meters and then stop.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For today, give us 500 feet.
Okay. They look at each other and go they continue to back away, but they really don't have a way to gauge the distance of 500 feet, so they just get far enough away that they can watch what you're doing at the same time that you're doing it.
Right, that was cool. And you say these are vagrants? Was that the word that you used?
Transients.
Transients. Okay. How do we have transients already?
Good question.
How long have we been here?
4 months.
Okay. I have the crafting skill. What about you guys?
Yep.
Oh, of course the mechanic does. So I will help you. or if there's a role. But otherwise, I just have this simple idea for.
Oh no. Just say it. You just
Yeah,
do your
you-
idea.
you-
There's no crafting check involved. I assume you're going to
Cool.
be covering up stuff. You're going to be doing stuff. Yep.
Yeah. Just like a platform or a stage or something, just to keep people 10
Alright.
meters. That was what we had agreed on, 10 meters
Yes.
away.
Yep.
I mean, at least.
And then, you know, maybe some seating, some simple seating. And if anyone could find out where these guys have come from, that would be great.
Yeah, I'm not very sociable.
I would do
Molly,
it, except, you know.
do you want to come along and check on them to kind of find out what they're doing?
Sure. I can do that.
Yeah.
All right. So you
Then
you
we'll get on
disembark. Yeah, you disembark. And as you go out and you start building the platform and everything, you start to question people. Most of them came either from other colonies or they came on transports specifically to see the spire.
Axiom is going to walk up to the spire,
Okay?
and he's going to try to get a token.
All right. You failed to get a token.
What did the child say he did it again?
I think he just said the thing shredded those tokens.
I'm going to put my hand, like, flat on it,
Okay?
see if it gives me anything.
It feels as though it is moving, but it is not moving.
Can I do a recall knowledge on this thing, having had those visions of destruction?
I cannot give you a second roll.
Okay, understood.
But there are people here who haven't rolled yet.
Was the target 35?
It is pretty high, yes.
Okay, I there's no reason to even me to bother.
Okay.
So
Did
mean,
you
I'm good.
guys
Thank
you guys measure any there was any like radiation coming from this pillar?
Not yet. That's a good idea.
Okay.
Uh,
So
Alright, here.
when you take the radiation sweeper, there is indeed latent radiation coming from this. The direction and distance to those elements. Molly, 100 feet down.
All right. Yep, there just seems to be emanating from 100 feet down.
Environmental hazard, low-level radiation, 100 feet down. Medium radiation.
Yeah, let's not get radiated. Oh, that reminds me, we still haven't slept on the radiation buffer to anybody's armor.
Oh yeah, that might be important, like a plot thing.
I think
Yeah.
mine can't take armor upgrades.
Now remember, it can only take the armor upgrade if it is technological armor or magitech armor. If that influences your decisions on buying or getting things crafted.
Yeah, I have tech armor, but I also have +1 save built into Android
Mm-hmm.
for radiation.
I also have tech armor, so I should be good.
Mine specifically says upgrade 0, so I assume that means I can't
Yes.
have any.
That means 0 tech upgrades may be added.
Boo.
This is
Yeah,
why you
I-
in Starfinder have 2 different sets of armor.
All right, I'll save my pennies.
You're administrator now. You don't get pennies. You get billions of credits. You need to
Holy
build an
shit.
armory and have your minions make it for you.
I think a dragon lady got scammed with those resource units. Because what we can afford for those billions isn't very much.
I am. Time is the most precious resource.
True.
So Axiom has stepped out to put his hand on this obelisk, and he seems to be waiting for something. Molly has begun these mystical scans. Lars has begun constructing what I believe to be woodstock for the obelisk, perhaps even a Burning Man of some kind. Kuzan and Haria.
I was hoping to have it just kind of match the architecture, so it wasn't just obviously.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Kuzan has climbed on top of the Taurus.
Yes, he has.
Probably because it's like the highest vantage point that's not climbing the spire. Which he was tempted to do until he heard about the radiation. He was like, that might be a terrible idea to do again.
Okay.
But no, surely you'll be fine.
Again. Notice, Molly, he said again.
That implies
yeah. I mean, yeah. Somebody had to do it.
Okay.
Okay, note to not allow the Dare Chaser to do things.
Allow. Oh, you got jokes.
A hero wind is just blowing into his cape as you look up at him.
I'm gonna get a spray bottle.
Oh yeah, spray the vest. That's great.
I'm just going to check on the acolytes here, since this place is emanating radiation, and they have been here for
oh yeah.
How long have they been here?
They've been here for at least a week that you know of. They began at about the election time and whatnot. You can see they have like telltale signs of radiation poisoning, but it's nothing extreme or whatnot. It's just like they're suffering sickness.
Yeah, I think Harrier would also be around them and trying to find out more why exactly they are here and staying here.
Sure. Give me a gather information check with either diplomacy, information, or appropriate lore. Maybe you have some cultist lore. You can talk to these people like one of their own.
Yeah, I think I'll do a diplomacy. Because deception is probably not working out. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so from what you can gather about them, they are here because they received the dream.
Mm-hmm.
And many of them had been contacted by something called the Cult of Genonin. And they were told to wait here for the sign, the signal. They're not sure what that is. Some of them have heard the Zirconin, some of them have not.
It was called the Cult of what?
Cult of Genonin. Gnomn.
Okay, can I do a check on that, like a religion check?
Sure, yes. As you begin scanning your knowledge of religions, you kind of get them mixed up with the Cult of the Devourer and the Cult of Nothingness. It's just like, oh, there's so many cults that believe in the heat death of the universe. They're all the same to you.
Yeah, I have nothing.
Basically, universe is going to die. Let's be sad together and just end it quicker. That's the best you can do.
So they're all just manic depressives. Got it.
Yes. Yep. Which is great because aren't you a pharmaceutical company?
We have stuff for that.
Yeah, you do. You could
We
give
have
them
doctors
that can
manufacturing.
That's a perfect idea. You could give them jobs and you could give them medication as payment.
That sounds like indentured servitude.
That sounds
mean,
like
yeah, but-
corporate talk.
Yeah.
Sounds like a drug cartel.
It sounds like a pharma cartel.
It's a pharma company town. We're not using any cartel language here.
That might be what takes a medium-sized mega corporation to a big-sized mega corporation, huh? Yeah?
Yeah. Are there amongst those cultists any that seem to be a little bit more, capable of potentially acting in a way as security?
No, there are no leadership people here. These are all like, we were told to be here. The voice told us to be here. One of them tells you, this jarbled name.
Misaxinoi.
He says, Misaxinoi.
But are there any of them who we might employ as, a little bit of a security for our new viewing platform so that, they can stay there, no problem, but they also take care that people don't get too much radiation?
Well, this is the first they've heard of radiation. They begin to ask questions.
Oh, you did not know that the pillar was irradiated.
No, a lot of them seem scared now. Several people are leaving.
You're a doomsday cult.
That explains why most of you
Alex-
are sick, by the way. Like, you've been wondering why you're not feeling well.
I thought it was the
Molly-
flu. I had
Molly
sinus infection.
Radiation
Molly would tell them
poisoning.
to please come here so I can analyze you guys.
It's like, what? Doctor? Now several more are running.
What's the safe distance, do we think, for the radiation from this?
Oh,
Pillar.
definitely outside the hex. Yep. So, Molly reasons that from the analyzed target and the previously cast environmental, detection spell, that it will take at least a day for someone to be infected in this level of radiation. So the transients have been here long enough to experience like very, very mild symptoms of sickness. Like no one's losing their hair or anything. It's just like loss of appetite, sickness.
Oh, okay. How many of them are there? Is there present?
About 30.
Yeah. We should probably take them back to the colony to be treated or to make sure the effects of the radiation wear off.
So you're going to adopt 30 cultists? Okay.
Yeah.
We can de-radicalize some of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
They can become Serenites.
The sun
No.
isn't radioactive, is it? One asks.
Oh, absolutely. You realize the reason we have such hardened metal ships is because if we didn't, all of us would get cancer and die.
Oh, that's awful. That's awful. Why would anyone worship Sarenrae then?
It brings
Okay.
the warmth and the light to cosmos.
And the stage 4 cancer, it sounds like.
Okay.
I
Our
can do all
atmosphere
that.
blocks
I can do all that
most.
I mean, if
Our
you're
atmosphere
outside
blocks
of
most of that harmful radiation.
if you're not on a planet or on the ship, you have worse things to worry about.
They begin bowing and praising Kuzan.
Ouch.
Weird doomsday cult stuff aside, Lars, how about you build some techno-babbly thing that, sends a message to the phones if people come closer than, I don't know, 12 miles and say, hey, health advisory, you may visit, but less than a day.
Okay. When you said a hex, you mean like a planetary hex?
Yes.
This radiation is a danger? Okay.
Yeah.
Then
So,
this structure we built is not adequate.
well, if it
But
were
it's just
if it were alpha radiation, it would be blocked by clothing. This is not blocked by clothing. This is necro radiation.
Okay.
Probably
I'm
just
going to
keep
put up
people out of the
put up
hex.
signs and have some auto broadcasts that
Yeah.
if you're here, you're in low level radiation.
Okay.
Our structure can still be there with like a little bit of a visiting platform, but people should know what they're walking into
Exactly.
So I
and
agree.
be told
It's-
to get
yeah.
out.
I put broadcast next to the stone spire. I love this idea. Now what?
Oh God, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Okay, signs. Let me put up signs.
Sign. Yeah, I'll change it to sign. Yes. Not
probably
as
like
good an idea, but I like it.
Good idea for who?
We're not building a wall around the hex.
I thought
We do
more
not have the
events.
budget.
I thought more events were going to happen. I guess not.
I think you guys probably should put up a sign by the obelisk or something,
Oh,
because
yes.
that's what the people drawn here are going to go towards.
Illegal to
We don't
fish
have-
from 9 to 12 p.m.
Good.
I can put the side effects of this radiation here.
Oh yeah.
Zombiness, killing people.
Hunger for human flesh.
Meanwhile, Kuzan is looking at this and he's having like the thought of, your sign can't stop me because I can't read.
Yes.
I can have the sign be in 5 languages, but that's it.
Everyone can read Common. Everyone in Starfinder can read Common except for animals.
Okay.
All right, you put up the sign.
Multiple.
Signs. And, the structure and everything. And you assign that one cultist guy who talked to you. Like, okay, you gotta stay away. You gotta, one day, guys. Then you can come back. The next day.
And I might add some lead to this structure as,
Oh, yeah.
time goes on.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Also, one thing I just heard. Not one day and then come back the next day.
Yeah.
One day and stay away for like a month.
Yeah, it takes a while.
What are we supposed to do?
You have to treat this as a pilgrimage type of ordeal.
Yeah, we have this perfectly good colony over here.
Oh,
Get it
okay.
done.
I don't know
yeah.
about that.
Oh, wow, it's so close. Really?
Yeah, I don't think I want a bunch of cultists in the colony.
Well, they haven't appeared to be violent.
Yeah, that's quite a bigoted thing to say. I mean, they haven't shown any type of like violence so far.
We've already dealt with and had to deal with cultists of this before who attacked us.
Oh,
I mean, it could have
Do
been
these
a
guys-
different sect.
Would these
We're
guys
still-
like the type that would attack you? I mean, just look at them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Remember,
wow,
I mean,
it's,
we're
look,
didn't
it's so,
still
look like
housing
that.
one of them.
it's so close. It's convenient for pilgrimage.
maybe let's not say a day, maybe an hour. Maybe you should only spend like an hour around this and then go.
Let's give him 2 hours, but absolutely I agree.
Yeah, I mean, how long is it to pray and stuff? Just
Prayer is
For
an
their own
email
good.
in Starfinder.
I'm perfectly assuming that they will make the grave mistake and make dinner next to the obelisk.
Oh, yeah, they've eaten here before.
Oh, no.
You see the tents, you see the camping gear and whatnot. They are transients. They have the little barrel with the flame, coming out of it and whatever. They're cooking over it and everything.
okay.
What happened when you guys ate here? Like, did the food taste different?
No?
I mean, it's just bad practice to eat around radiation. But let's give them 2 hours so that if they absolutely want to commit a mistake, they also can eat while praying. So 2 hours and then stay away for.
I mean, they've got
Okay.
everything. They've got everything they need here. They're right next to the forest. They're right next to the river and everything. They've had drinking water.
I think Kuzan's going to ask, how many of them have these little tokens from the spire?
Oh, none of them. only the Chosen One, when he came, was able to do it.
Oh God,
What?
damn it!
No.
It's all about the Willowwynth family.
No.
Why is it always about the Willowynth family?
Malia
How-
like asked like who's on wait, who did you guys have, who had a token? Who was the chosen one?
Yeah, let's ask them too. How did this chosen one look like?
Oh, he was a young man, in his I guess low 20s, possibly younger. He heard the voice of Manaxus, and he was able to derive the sacred runes from the obelisk.
So he was a Lashunta? Or
Is that the
little
one with
antenna
the...
like me?
Oh yeah, like you, but male.
God damn it, it's all about the Willowwymps. Until this point, have hoped that the Willowwymp kid just got them from somebody else, but no, apparently they have main character syndrome.
I not.
Well, no, he did tell us that he came here.
Not to make a wish.
All right.
Wait, what happened to him?
Axiom's gonna
Where's
do
he now?
something. Axiom's gonna do something stupid. What is the person's name again?
Manaxus?
He heard Manaxus. He's gonna walk up to the pillar, put his hand on the pillar, and say, Manaxus, I reach out to you.
Okay, but
Miss Axenoy.
What's the worst that can happen?
nothing.
Also, the kid, the Relasi Willowwymp, he is currently at home, probably with his mom.
Masaxanoy.
Didn't we take them away from him?
You do. You have them. Gar has them.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yep, Gar's not giving those back.
Oh my god. You still see
All right.
him on the little cam bots and whatnot, digging through the junkyard.
Looking for a hard drive with $1 billion in Bitcoin. Find it eventually.
No.
Wait, what did you take from a child?
Gar took evidence.
Like,
Don't
what is
worry,
this
we weren't
evidence?
the worst people to him.
That raises more questions.
It does, especially when they say like the NPCs have main character energy. It's just like we're obsessed with these children.
You know,
You have
there's
one children
another.
that is like the chosen one of the stars that can that's a very strong Esper.
Some
And you have another one?
hobos in the middle of nowhere told you he was the chosen one. That does not mean he's the chosen one.
No, I was talking to the other one, the cookie girl.
Oh, Cookie Girl. Okay.
Yeah, that's her brother. Okay, well, nothing we can do about that right now. We've kept the people away, given them warnings. If there is access to beneath this planet, we should probably check out the stone door.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm feeling less and less confident about potentially tearing this obelisk down, because if there's stuff beneath it that's stronger, I don't
Yes.
want it leaking out.
Yep.
No, we do not need to irradiate our entire colony.
Molly said medium radiation 100 feet down.
That's not that far.
No, it's not. That's frightening.
Yeah.
So we're going to G4 next?
Yes. I
Okay.
think. Question mark?
That'll take like a week to get there, right?
It will take 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
Are we okay being gone that long?
Yeah, absolutely.
Colony is on fire and everything. Gar's still looking for the criminals. Dietrich just like pulls on his jacket and points to the fire, and he goes like, "Not now, I'm thinking."
We have fire
At least-
extinguishers now.
From the terms of colony management, we are fine.
Okay.
Not dealing
cool.
with the colony for most of the month.
But like Kingmaker, you have to have one administrator there. At the
For
start
1
of the
week.
month. Yeah, for 1 week. Because they have to do the paperwork. If you don't do the paperwork, 1d4 unrest. And unrest takes resource units to get rid of.
Now, also another technicality, it doesn't have to be at the beginning of the month, but it has to be done during the month at some point.
Correct.
Yeah. So, at worst, we might have a 6-week time limit for expeditions with the A-team.
Can I suggest that while the administrators are out investigating this, Gar, being the one person in both groups who has legal lore,
Uh-huh.
should actually give us like some bylaws or something.
We'll keep that in mind. But for right now, with the stone doors, you see that they are still closed.
Now, a thing that has probably brought us into this place is checking if there's radiation here too.
There is indeed low-level radiation.
Is it from our good Solarian friend, or is it just... Is it from behind the doors?
It is definitely emanating from the doors. Usually,
How long-
radiation is stopped by several feet of concrete or, like rock. In this case, it's not.
How long can we be exposed to low-level radiation before we start to liquefy?
Liquefy? You will never liquefy in low-level radiation. You will become sickened. And you will continue to become sickened until you fall unconscious.
Gotcha. So how long until the sickened?
1 day.
Okay, so we can only be here for a day.
Correct.
Less,
Plenty of-
really. Okay.
Plenty of time to do a dungeon crawl if the doors were to open, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Foreshadowing.
have a look at the doors.
Sure, yeah. So it is rock. It looks like natural hewn rock, but your scout pointed out that they are actually stone doors. And you can see potentially where they could open up. You don't know if they slide. You don't know if they go down. You don't know if it's like a garage door where it just like comes up and starts beeping and stuff if you do the little clicker. They seem, shut.
Did anyone remember to bring the clicker?
No, unfortunately not. Gonna get out of the vehicle and go check it out.
Yep.
Yeah, well, as well.
You want?
I mean, worst comes to worst, we just bash the door down with the vehicle.
Yeah.
We don't know how solid this stone is.
That is true.
Also, another thing we might want to check, Mal, you were able to check at the spire how much radiation was there 100 feet down there. Could you also find out if there's potentially high-level radiation behind the door and it's just weakened by the doors? I don't want to be liquefied.
I can attempt.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. As you get the spell off, you detect the low-level radiation. Beyond the rock wall, nothing. Something is blocking the spell.
Yeah, I sense radiation, but beyond the wall, I cannot tell.
What is it
Wow.
blocked by usually? Is it...
Lead.
Yeah.
So, potentially lead. Perhaps a facility behind this door. Perhaps a naturally occurring lead ore. We don't know.
Well, I'm gonna go up to the door. Is there any consoles, mechanisms for attachment of a datapad or comm unit in any way?
No. But you do have that special thing that if there is one nearby and you get within 30 feet of it, you do the tech thing.
Yeah, I have the networked feet, so I can just connect to it with my brain.
You can. The DC will be 20 to open the doors to override the radiation detection unit. The radiation detection unit will not open the doors so long as it detects radiation.
Kuzan, go wait in the car.
Can I?
No,
It's
what?
gonna-
Just kinda-
It's going to detect radiation from Kuzan. You told me what it was going to do.
Kuzan just kind of looks at Axiom, just kind of kicks the dirt, and then just walks off.
Can I?
Wait,
assist in the roll?
can you turn
Yes.
off your radiation emission?
So in order
I can
to... Go ahead. Finish first.
Would unattuning turn it off?
Yes!
Harrier will wait in the car nonetheless because she doesn't want to get blasted by anything behind the door.
Understood. So in order to assist Lars, you must have either a psychic connection or the Anasite given a trait from Abalon, which allows you to connect to a computer remotely.
Okay, I don't think I have either of those things. So
Do you have a spell that can assimilate such a thing?
okay, let me look. I don't think I have any telepathy. Detect thoughts.
It's going to
Maybe.
be in Axiom's mind. He's basically going to have a battle of wills with the computer to force it into recognizing that there is no radiation here when there is indeed radiation here. He's trying to trip like a thermometer for radiation.
Okay. I detect thoughts is all I have. So
Yeah,
that's
probably
not okay. So I'll go wait in the car. I'll kick some dirt.
Okay.
Well, actually, I think Kuzan is gonna start to walk off, think about it, and then he's just gonna turn his attunement off, which he never does.
Yep. So Haria notices no radiation coming from the Vesk.
Harrier will still wait in the car.
Okay. All right. So the DC is going to be 20. You may roll openly. That was nearly a crit success. The doors open.
I rolled a 19 also. Wow.
You
Oh,
see
you're pretty good.
stairs leading down 100 feet into the planet. There are no
Wow.
lights. There are no nothing, but they are worked stone. This is a manufactured facility. You can see like the rimmed walls and everything of what appears to be, like either a geological lab or something very, very advanced beneath this world.
Draken, record everything. This is the first signs of life we have on this planet.
Harrier will ask via the car speakers, so how's the radiation looking now?
I don't know. You have the radiation reader.
Let me check. Let me
Okay.
check first. Then
Yeah, we have a magic person too.
Magic person. I love
I am
this.
magic,
Haria
so-
doesn't do tech or magic in Starfinder.
No.
All right. Molly, you should really not go down there.
how strong is the radiation?
Very strong. You
Oh.
sense a reactor deeper in the facility. Well within a mile.
Yes, there appears to be a reactor within a mile inside that facility.
Well, then we better go turn it off.
I think we're going to need safety equipment before we can enter. It's not low-level radiation anymore, right?
It will quickly begin not to be low-level radiation anymore.
Okay.
One
Your
might call
assumption-
it extreme radiation.
Yes.
So we don't have the gear needed to go in there safely.
Well, you one of you has the buffer, right?
Which is resistance 2. Is that enough?
Maybe.
Probably not.
I can't.
I mean,
I, as the narrator, cannot tell you that information, but having that buffer for one person is a very good thing.
I have physical sciences for radiation and
Okay, yeah.
medicine, if that will help determine any of that.
Well, I can tell you off the cuff that unless you go down there with the radiation detector that Haria has, You won't know for certain, but there are precautions you can take besides the radiation buffer. There are medicines that you can take to boost your fortitude saves, because you're going to start to make fortitude saves when you get closer and closer to the source of the radiation. And if there really is a reactor down in the earth, a mile down, like Molly says there is, the reactor is more than likely the source of that radiation, and that will be where it is the most concentrated.
Right. Okay, so I think we should all have radiation buffers. Before we even attempt this, none of us are immune to radiation, right?
No. I would say I do love my hair. I don't want to
lose it. Yeah.
Axiom is resistant to radiation.
Ooh.
Draken is immune to radiation.
He is.
I think
But
further radiation buffers come at 130 credits a person.
Yeah, we don't have that money.
But we have millions.
We have
billions.
Game Master told
We
me.
have dick
Billions.
all for money.
Don't listen to them. They have billions of credits. They chose to build restaurants, Lars. You don't understand. They wanted lick a chick because they have lesbians at the colony.
Now, at this point in time, we have, I think, 4 resource extractors.
What resources are y'all extracting?
Let's see. They have cattle in one hex. They have mining. I believe they have agriculture in another. And, potentially, fishing? Maybe?
Not fishing yet, but I think either one more mining or one more...
Yeah.
Or one more plains.
So they are
I think one more mining.
They are pulling resources out of the ground. They just don't have an armory to make anything.
We can't even afford bombs.
You can get all the fried chicken you want.
I don't need fried chicken, I need bombs.
Your privilege as an administrator is to eat at a different restaurant every night, each of which will have its own battle map for reasons.
Oh, okay.
No.
Great.
All fights, woo!
So
All right.
I could build, like Iron Man style, a big lead suit for everyone.
Oh yeah, that'll be quick and totally not cumbersome.
Nope.
There is powered armor.
Yeah, I
All
don't
right.
have.
Draken has cameras on him.
Yep.
Someone have a light spell?
Yes.
Can you cast a light spell on my dragon?
Boom. Done.
Yep.
Okay.
Means glowing.
I have, I can't go crazy far. I think it's like 200 feet.
Yep. That'll be enough
as
to get
far
down
as-
there.
As far as I can get the dragon to go, in my, I have, nanite control, or whatever the fuck it is. So, yeah, I'm gonna send him down.
Alright.
Just to see what we're dealing with here before, we leave to go back, if we are doing that.
No problem. 10 minutes down, as he gets down the 100 feet, he begins to go into a hallway, and then there's a set of doors which are open, and then a set of doors which are closed.
What do I see on the camera?
Radiation detectors.
The radiation detectors at the bottom floor?
Correct. All of them have been tripped to say no
Okay.
radiation above.
Yeah, that was my fault. Okay. What is through the doors?
They are not open.
Oh, I thought you said there was a set of doors that were open and a set that were
Correct.
closed.
The
I think
first
it's like
set of doors
an
that are
airlock.
open, that is where the radiation detectors are all in that room, and then the set of doors leading out of there are closed.
Are there any levers or buttons or shut-off valves like a submarine would have?
There
to
aren't.
keep a section safe. No, okay.
There are not, unfortunately. But you do see the sensors through Draken's camera.
Okay. Well, I I will bring it back then.
Okay.
And I can see it in live time, so everyone knows what I saw. Just like over the shoulder, everyone looking at one person's phone is essentially what it is.
Yes. Draken comes back up, brimming with radiation. He will need to be decontaminated.
Yeah,
My God.
he's fine. He's just sparking off a little bit of.
Just back away nervously.
Yeah, he's fine. We're not.
You know what would look cool? If Draken rides on top of our Vika.
Oh,
Okay.
That might look awesome.
that's cruel. Cruelty to robots.
No, he's a what's it? The thing on the front of a car with the statue.
Oh, the hood ornament?
Yeah, the most dangerous and useful hood ornament ever.
But you have the battering ram.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Okay. So, Axiom,
Alright.
I'm going to level with you. The second you leave this hex, your influence over those doors will end. However, since you were able to do it once, you are now the clicker.
So I can just do it again if I need
Correct.
to.
Yeah.
But essentially, you are lying to the computer.
How does it feel lying to a technological being like this? Think of his feelings.
I will
Are
have
we
to
the
do
baddies?
some internal reflection with Triune.
It's not an intelligent machine, it's just a sensor.
But it's real to me.
Its one purpose in life is radiation or no radiation. All you did was tell it, well, there's no radiation out here. It's fine. Open doors.
Deprive it of its purpose in life. No biggie.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not anathema, so
Yep.
we're good.
I would have
Probably
warned
should,
you if it was.
Yeah, make sure our doors is closed before we leave here. We don't want Aspis to find us.
Mm-hmm.
And probably reset the sensor.
Sure, but we're, I assume, coming right back after we get some radiation shit.
Possibly.
Yep, depending if we have the resources.
What are
I'm getting-
these?
Go ahead.
Oh no, that's the Geo Laboratory that's being put down. I just have seen another source of radiation on G5.
Yeah.
And you got scared.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you guys don't want to go down, then we have to go back and buy.
I feel like I'm just gonna die if I go down there. Maybe I'm overreacting.
No,
But-
he's an android. He doesn't understand what it is to feel terror.
Okay, I mean,
Kuzan's not going to say anything, but he's probably the entire time that door was open, he's just been staring into the dark down the stairs.
And it's been staring right back at you.
yeah, it does that.
Like, he wouldn't say anything, but he does look kind of nervous.
I do want to go down there, but I don't want to die.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna. I don't know how we're gonna get the resources to get radiation buffers, but I think we all need them.
Well, someone in your colony has money. And there are people who support you very much. They will help you make items, or they will get you the resources to make those items, especially if the need is great, especially if you're transparent with them and tell them, like, we need this made. It's just like, okay, we can do that within the month for you.
The idea is that there is radiation coming from this place.
Correct, it
and
is
we want to stop.
emanating
We want to stop it.
Yes. Molly
So-
has confirmed that there is a reactor down there, and the reactor, more than likely, according to both you and Axiom, is the source of the necro radiation.
Yep.
Then we've got to do it.
But you don't know what the connection is to the stone spire to this place, because it also has the same necro radiation, or to the signal.
Are
People
there
probably
ley
could be
lines?
using the pillar as a power source.
Do we still want to check out the meteor?
Oh yes, the meteor.
The
Probably
thing
yes.
we were supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Okay. So that will take
I mean,
a second week to get this far.
yeah, that's fine, but if we do that, shit being built in town will take even longer because it's going to take us a week there. Who knows how long we'll spend there and have to go a week back. And if it takes them a month to get shit, then
So look at your Taurus 0x9 exploratory ATV again, and look at that planetary comm unit that your DM hooked you up with.
While I'm not opposed to checking in with the colony in person, we could also, call. Wait, do we have anybody assigned to the communications desk?
It's just Gil Crew there. He's your secretary now. He answers the phone. It's just like, we're getting a replacement for Deirdra, right?
yeah, we're going to work on that.
Okay.
Unfortunately, her communications assistant also died. So,
Oh my! What? Is this position cursed? And he backs away from the comms.
There's only one way to find out.
Deirdre's not dead, so you should be safe.
Oh.
You will be a mysterious third thing, potentially rich.
Oh. Okay. He comes back to the comm unit.
We need radiation buffers.
Okay.
A bunch of them.
How many?
How many of us are going down?
All
I mean,
of us.
eventually. Okay,
Oh.
5, 6.
We have one. Axiom, do you
We
need
need
one?
5. I do.
5? Yeah. I'll get our
Okay.
people on it right away. It might take about a month, but I think we can scrounge up the materials for it, and I'll get Reese on it.
Wonderful.
Very good. How are things looking otherwise? Has anybody been assassinated?
Oh no, Gar is making strides in the investigation. He tells me there's a subsystem. I don't understand what that is.
What the fuck is it? All this technology, I hate it.
I asked him why not a DOM system.
I mean,
Good
to each
question.
their own preference.
Every
Hey,
subsystem
another
has
quick
one.
question. Can your ATV go over water?
What? No, absolutely not. There's no hover applications. It cannot fly. It cannot go over water, but it can go through rivers and shallow water. You didn't drive it
just
into a
checking.
lake, did you?
No, not yet. That was why I'm asking.
Don't tell the Vest that that's its weakness is water.
Why would you, even say that of open airways?
The Vesk isn't listening, is he?
The Wesk or the Wesks, plural?
Yes.
Okay.
Because, we have one Wesk here, and he's part of our team.
Yes, but which means he won't tell that information to the others.
Okay. So you mean the others. Okay,
Yes,
good.
yes.
Understood. Triaxis underlying racism. Check.
It's not racism if it's justifiable caution.
Nope, pretty sure that's still racism.
That part.
It's just structurally enforced discrimination.
I'm just
Don't
saying
worry
there
about
are
it.
certain things about the ancestry we should be cautious about. The Vesk have been known to be overly
Okay, and
expansionist.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can't
Oh
blame
my.
him. After the Battle of Eldra, you cannot blame him. 150 years of war with them.
You have no idea how often that happens. We have an entire desk in the PR department for that kind of shit.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Reporting Gill crew. Blatant racism against Vesk.
And this is how we put Kuzan in charge of HR.
Oh no.
No. No.
Oh my god.
Interesting idea. Let us table that for talks.
Oh my god.
Yes, we'll have to eventually work on hover modifications and water transport modulation.
Axiom, you also suspect that it would probably sink in sand if you were to put it into the desert. But if you can get it to the point where it can handle water, it will handle sand.
Goals for the future.
Yes.
Okay, so we
Onward
have to go
the
to the
fallen
Lara.
star. And if we have to build a bridge to do it, we have Lars and I.
No, you don't need a bridge. This is shallow water. This is fine. I thought you were going to drive it into the fucking lake.
Oh, yeah,
I
that
was
would be.
just asking because that would be awesome.
It would be awesome. Briefly.
Briefly, yes, and then you would lose the 8,300,000 credit machine. This
Hold on. Are
Look
we
at-
missing something? Can we literally drive this vehicle into the facility where...
No, it's not
no.
big enough.
No, you.
It's huge.
It's really more than huge. It is gargantuan. You've seen the size of it and how many it fits of you. I had
Okay.
to put huge because it was a stat, but that's
Okay.
yeah. No, you're not going to take the car down the stairs.
All right. I
Yeah.
thought maybe we were overthinking
No,
stuff,
that
but okay.
trust me.
Let's
when-
take an
when-
Abrams tank right into the Chernobyl reactor.
I would never let players go on for 40 minutes if I thought they were overthinking. I would say it right in the 5-minute mark, saying like, "Okay, I've had enough. You're overthinking." Trust me, I'm not the kind of DM that's sadistic. I let people
Gotcha.
hang themselves when I give them enough rope. And then I go like, "Are you sure you want to hang yourself with that rope?" And you go like, "It would be a really great idea." It's just okay.
Hmm.
All right, so meteor crash site. Here you go.
Just hold the radiation thing out, the detector out, like in front of us.
Oh yeah, there's radiation coming from the fallen star. It's the fallen star.
I mean, that's also to be expected from something that came from outer space.
Yeah. Did you think this was the one object from space that wasn't radioactive? Callie?
I mean, you
No,
can
Mally! I keep pulling Callie. It's just like, hi, guys.
They're twins. We get it.
All right, so, yeah, you see this thing, and in the middle of the site, wah! All you gotta do is go out and get it.
I mean,
Draken, go.
Oop.
Yes, exactly what I
game
thought.
paused.
A meteor comes alive and starts to beat up Draken, and that's where we're in things for today.
Oh, Lord.
What?
There you go.
Living meteor.
Oh.
Fuck.
Okay.
Is there also an invisible person and somebody who's
Hey.
on fire and somebody else who I
Hey.
forgot?
No, you saw an invisible person? Nope. That's no cheating.
Yeah, I
About-
just have the feeling there might be 4.
Yeah, there might be. How'd you tell that?
It would be just fantastic.
Oh, God. So what did you guys think of the session? It did not go the way I thought it would.
No, we got sidetracked with an assassination attempt.
That was for Team B to do, not you guys.
Yeah.
We need a quick tag out function where we can just pat and Team B swoops
It is-
into action.
It is called the Planetary Comm Unit, which means whichever team is there and whichever team is here will be able to talk to each other and swap. Yes, that is why I did that.
Yeah, no, I mean it was a good session. More
Yeah.
setting the stage for events to come. I'm sure, more future conflict with either Aspis or other colonies are in our future.
Aspis doesn't want conflict with you. The head administrator lady was just like, I don't tolerate this.
Yeah, she thinks we're small fry and
You
not
are
worth
small
it.
fry.
Yeah. I mean,
Until we
fry.
find big fish, and then they go, I want your big fish.
we
Yes.
don't tell them about the big fish.
You won't believe the amount of tourism once we have the restaurants.
Oh
We
my
will be the only ones with restaurants.
All
Mhm.
the
This entire
lesbians.
fucking planet.
All the lesbians
People-
will come to our colony for lick a chick.
We have no hospital, but we have a restaurant.
You have an entire district of restaurants. Don't sell
It is
yourself
the
short.
cheapest option.
Yes, it
But
was.
Why? Why did you guys have a whole district of restaurants?
I don't know. They thought food was going to be a problem, so their solution was to build restaurants.
Okay, mind you, without the restaurants, we have to subsist every single week to feed ourselves.
Yes.
And that's fucking annoying.
Which reminds me, take 2 weeks of rations out of your characters, please.
Mhm.
Yep.
So yeah, it's incredibly annoying. You have to make sure you have enough food for the entire colony. And it's a lot of subsisting.
Yes, it
and
is.
we said no thank you. I don't want
We
to
have like
subsist
farms and
anymore.
stuff now, right?
Plus, you have
Because
the
of the
Willowins.
restaurants.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We had
You
to
have
get the
cattle.
restaurants up to not have to deal with the subsist.
So the planned options of the advanced projects in order are restaurants, quarters, a law enforcement agency, residential improvements, aka actual homes,
Mm-hmm.
then a waste disposal site, then a
Actual
library
homes
because
would
we
help.
have Yeah, but they're expensive.
They are expensive because people need places to live.
Yeah, in month 10 there will be a library because we got a funding contract for that.
Yep.
And afterwards, we haven't decided afterwards. Huh.
Oh, that's a good thing. That's a good thing you reminded me. Could Cursing Jam and Alton please stay at least 10 minutes after I leave so you can show them the spreadsheet and also the subsystem?
Yes, absolutely.
Because they have
Oh,
never
sure.
done it before.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
It is
Yeah, I can-
prepare for the most nerdy, mathy shit
Yeah.
in the world.
I ain't broadcasting that. You're on your own.
It's great. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I have done some nerd shit in a big way.
You'll love the
It's great.
spreadsheet. He made a completely custom spreadsheet from the ground up just for this game. It's fantastic.
Nice.
So,
Have you ever seen a spreadsheet with a clickable hex map?
I have not.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
You will today.
okay. So, what were the things you liked and what were the things you didn't like? Like, did we spend too much time on something? Did I not give you enough time on something? Because I'm really making this player driven.
I think we have a problem of getting lost in scenes, so we don't do nearly as much combat as a traditional group.
That's fine. Do you need as much combat as a traditional group? How much combat do you want per game?
I want combat at least every other game. I am okay with doing entire sessions of roleplay,
Mm-hmm.
but I want some combat.
This was combat. Combat is here if you had come here first, and there are 7 other hexes with combat. I can guarantee you they're all set up, and you have an entire dungeon delve of combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm totally fine with that. We're just now coming off of like 4 sessions of pure roleplay all in a row.
Which
Well, I
is
mean, to be fair, I think the session before that one there was combat though.
the bears.
Yeah, there was
The
the tech
snipers.
bears. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a
I'm
tutorial
also, I'm also
okay.
inclined towards, on average, like every other session, a little bit of combat. But if things just turn out the way where it would be forced, it's I can understand that it might be rough at
it's-
times with us getting sidetracked.
It's not forced. I completely expected you to kill Deirdra, which is why I statted her. I also made sure there were other things in the wings. You guys were very passive how you did things, and I can't force you to kill stuff. The stag bears, on the other hand, they were going to attack. They needed to kill 1d4 colonists, according to the module. You asked.
They only got 2 of them,
Correct.
so that's fine with me.
So I will endeavor to incorporate more combat.
Well, okay, you can
If possible.
endeavor to make more combat. We just might get sidetracked and
Yeah.
I'm fine with you
And-
getting sidetracked.
and,
It's your
you know.
game.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to tell you no, you can't do this.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yes, I did enjoy the session.
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
was
fun.
enjoyable. Like I think we did progress. I had a little bit of a fear that we might also get stuck on the end of Deirdre for like half a session, but that was adequately quickly handled with her
Oh, yeah.
losing. Yeah.
Wanted to give you closure. I mean, I'm not going to just say like, she stops existing.
Yeah, I honestly thought she was probably going to be like planning an attack or something.
Nope, she was in the shower. You went into her house, she was in the shower. You probably saved her life, or Gar saved her life. I don't know.
Yeah, I keep on forgetting that like in this, like in the Mystic, I don't have to like regularly like set up the bonds. They stay for as long as people want to be in them.
Correct.
Yeah, I forgot. Could have been like, oh, she's fine.
Until not. Until that little blip
Yeah.
goes away.
Yeah, 'cause I think
Maybe.
it doesn't tell you if they're like bloodied. It's just like if they're alive, dying, or dead.
She could be unconscious and whatnot. You would know she's sleeping.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else before I leave you to introduce the 2 new members to the subsystem?
I'm all good.
Okay. Bramble has made a lot of combat for you on these hexes and in the dungeon, I promise. I'm just not going to hurry you along.
Yeah, I think we're at a stage right now where we are not needing to do as much roleplay. It's now, we've done all the roleplay, we've set the stage, now go investigate.
Yep, you've literally unlocked the sandbox. Deirdre was the last event. Now,
Okay.
everything happens because you explore.
Sounds good to me.
Alrighty, guys, have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for joining me. Enjoy the spreadsheet.
Will do.
Thank you very much for running, and